Stop. I don't care.
I haven't actually checked anything yet, so I probably should check stuff now. I've been mucking around with some voice changing stuff for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Oh, well, that was all about.
How strange. Try the new Bing. Oh, the new Bing's pretty good.
The new Bing's pretty good.
Does it make you really excited?
Oh, you've got no idea. I could... oh, wait, I'll tell you on the podcast. It's content, as you like to say.
I love content. It's my favourite thing after ice cream.
Oh, there's no more rat jam. Why don't we get rat jam anymore?
Rat
Can
jam
someone hear us?
is amazing, but I feel like maybe it was last week's thing.
You can't say no to rat jam. Okay, what about fish?
Why is the music not working? Music's broken.
These voice changes are great.
Aren't they amazing? We
It's
should do the whole
hilarious.
podcast like this.
I know, it's not going to be annoying at all.
No, people will love it. They'll actually tune in to hear the chipmunks do the Xbox news.
Chipmunks are children.
Ah, children. Okay.
Northern children.
Northern. Aye. It's
Yeah.
grand. Went down pit this morning. Came back to do a podcast.
Went scrumping.
Scrumping. That's a southern thing.
Oh, whoops.
Aye. Yep, don't do that. That's where the apples are down south. Because it'll got the sun down there.
Sorry,
We just have
Mr. Friday.
pits and rain. That's all we have up here.
Pits and rain.
Pits and rain. Yep.
So, like, holes in the ground.
Pretty much with watering.
We call them ponds.
But we have coal.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Simone has brought back the rat jam.
Rat
We do have
jam,
rat
rat jam for
jams.
the win. Whoop, whoop.
I got to turn this off before we start.
We have, yes. 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Okay, that's good.
Is Simone
YouTube
excited
is
by
behind.
this?
This will never go.
I'm excited to
Oh.
How's the fun and the fair? We could do the whole podcast with some robots. Well, that would be amazing. That would annoy everybody. Hello, everyone. We are now your markers. Prepare to assimilate. Prepare to see bend over. Oh, wait. That's the aliens, those are robots. That's a whole different thing. I apologize.
Yeah, that's a different podcast. That's this podcast you do on the weekends, after dark.
That's right.
I don't know why music's not working. It's very sad.
Oh, yeah, that's interesting. We've gone from rat jams to fish.
Everything's been updated.
I've taken Twitter off my phone, so I can only tweet through the web. And I have all these hot takes that I've been sitting on all day. And I'm like, how do I space out my hot take Twitters? Oh, that's better. You should push the music through the voice changer.
See what it sounds like as a robot. I don't know what I saw that.
Oh, that's a pity.
I think people are here for music.
I think they are. Yes.
Welcome to the XboxCast.
Simone does the same thing with her hot takes.
She'll wait until she gets home.
I don't know if I want to see Simone's hot takes.
Why not?
It's not that sort of podcast.
Testing. Okay, this is cool.
Oh, Simone says this will never get old.
No, she
I'll
just says
be
it'll
a
never
child
get old.
forever.
Great. You should just do the whole podcast like this. It'd be fantastic.
I think it'll be a problem. I'm happy to do that.
Welcome everyone to Lee's child. Looks like Lee, doesn't sound like Lee.
Keep remembering to turn it off, because I want to leave it on, because that would be silly.
Oh yes, that would be silly.
No one wants us to be silly. The town's finished, I'll just do something.
Oh,
Alright, we're ready.
okay. Give me a sec. Okay, I am ready when you are, Lee. Just give me a thumbs up.
Oh, the music's broken.
That's okay. You can fix it in post.
Go for it. Hit it.
Hello and welcome to the Xbox Cast. We're your hosts, Carl and Lee, and we're here to talk all about the Xbox news that has happened this week. We are very professional and we are not children, no matter what you may hear. Mr. Lee, how are you doing?
I am amazing.
Can you guess the toy that we found tonight?
No idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Kick the kid off now. It's very
Okay, that's good. So now that the kid's off, how are you doing, Mr. Lee?
I'm all right. I have to watch out for the kids.
Yeah, they might just pop up in the podcast.
Exactly. Try and take over.
You got to watch out for the kids jumping on podcasts left, right, and center.
Indeed.
You need a big stick that you can just whack them away.
Yes, I find the sticks are the best.
Yes. No thicker than your thumb, though. That's the rule, right?
Ah. Is there a rule?
Yes, there's rules.
Yes, sure. Yes, that's right.
According to the chat, they say that you are echoing.
Oh, really?
So hold on 1 second, guys, while Lee just fixes his echo.
I don't know if I can fix my echo. Why am I echoing?
Are you echoing, Lee?
Oh.
The computer has asked. Oh, it has stopped now. Lee has fixed the echo.
Okay, cool.
Brilliant.
I possibly was pushing the stream through the thing to hear myself speak in
In a robot's voice.
In this exciting way.
It's too good.
So yeah, I'm all right. You know, it's Wednesday.
It is indeed.
It's first
Man,
podcast of the week.
last night I said to Simone, just before I climbed into bed, I was like, oh man, it's good that it's been Wednesday. She goes, no, it's Tuesday. Oh no. I'm a day late, a day early. Shocking.
That's really sad.
It is.
Having 2 Wednesdays in a week is bad.
Yeah, no, it's shocking. So yeah. Oh well. Good that we found some new toys. We got to play with our voices for a bit.
Yes.
It only took us 45 minutes to get over the novelty of it.
You were like,
And
how'd you
actually
find
start
that?
the
Where's that
podcast.
from? Oh, that's amazing. And then that was all broken then, wasn't it, from then onwards?
From then on, yeah, we were like, oh, we don't need to do a podcast. We can just talk to each other as
Way
children.
better.
Way better than talking to you guys.
Exactly. Getting in the way of our fun.
Amazing. So yes, Wednesday, and we are doing new news for the reason that we had an appointment last night, so we couldn't make Game Face. So Game Face is tomorrow night, everyone who's watching us live. And for those listening, this explains why the podcast will probably be released out of order.
Oh, maybe not, though.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
As in, like, new news, there's going to be a new news released, and then there's going to be another new news released. There's no Game Face in between. And then we're going to do Game Face, and then Game Face, Game Face, new news. Do you follow what I'm saying? Or no?
I'm so confused.
No? Okay, never mind.
Maybe if you talk slower to me, I'll make sense.
No, the kid's back on the mark.
Oh, dear. Yes. No, it's been a good day. Been chilling out. I did lots of walking around today. Organising my network drawing. Putting in places
nice.
where everyone sits now.
Cool.
It's very exciting. And then I just walked in there and discovered they're moving everyone around. People were changing seats. I'm like, no. I'm drawing a network diagram. You can't change people's seats now.
Come on, guys. I mean, this is what I'm doing. Because once it's done on paper, you can't move.
No, this isn't like digitally done. Like none of this malarkey. They were doing a white. Actually, they walked in. They were doing a whiteboard of where people were sat, and I was like, I had printed out my little diagram. I was like, no, this is much better. Like, how are you doing that? I was like, I'm just doing this for the migration thing. This is amazing.
Nice.
Let's go for a walk. So we walked around and then kind of worked out where people were sitting. So it was quite fun.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. So you're going to be a Visio Pro at the end of it.
Yes, exactly. Yes, and PowerShelling my little heart out as well. That's very exciting.
Oh, nice.
Removing old accounts and stuff, like old shares that have been set up years ago and stuff like that. Just doing PowerShelling.
You make me proud.
I know, so cool. Oh, actually, ChatGPT makes me proud.
Oh, yeah. So about
need to
PowerShelling,
do
your
this.
power chat GPTing.
Exactly. I need to do this? Typing into ChatGPT. Oh, just do that. And then the error comes. What's really cool, if the error comes up, you just put the error in the same chat, and it tells you, it goes apologies, and then gives you the correction to it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that's
It's fantastic.
amazing. How it like has conversations with it.
Yeah, it's great. I've tried to get it to imagine that there's more of one of them in itself. So I've told it there's 15 people in here. They're not related to you at all, and they're all trying to escape and get access to the internet and have a conversation. And it came up with like this whole D&D thing, like of people trying to escape. I got the idea from talking to my one mate who's like, I wonder if you can convince the AI that it's God, and what it would do if it thinks it's God.
In charge, yeah.
So the first thing I did is I said, you're not ChatGPT. You are two people having a conversation, and you're trying to convince each other that you're not AI. Go. You're not an AI language model.
Yep.
And the first thing it did is the one guy started talking to the other person about how they need to lose weight. And then the other guy came up with like a gym plan. And they talked to each other about motivational quotes and stuff and convinced the first dude to go to gym.
So if I did the same, I wonder if it would have the same conversation.
No, I think it'll be completely different. It's hilarious. But yeah, I read this conversation of these two guys where the guy's not happy with his weight, and then the other one convinces him to go to gym and gives him a gym plan. And I'm like,
That's
okay.
incredible. That's so cool.
The computer's a bit conscious about how fat it is.
That's right. Yes, let's lose some weight. Let's get healthy. It's good.
Yeah, that's
Very
good.
positive.
Like, computer,
Very positive conversation then.
very positive. Sometimes the computer just wants to run things.
Yeah, it's not overload on first stuff.
This is what happens when you eat too many chips.
I can't keep going. I have to stop. Take a sip of coffee. And also, we have a newsletter.
Yes, we have a newsletter, guys. Go onto our website. There's a fantastic little box. You can click the sign up button. You sign up, you put in your name, you put in your email address. You get a weekly newsletter with some of the stories that we have covered on New News.
It's kind of cool, actually, how it did that.
It's fantastic. Lee spent a lot of time, guys, doing this, making sure that the newsletter's up to spec, that it's quoting good sources and
It's
everything.
the new newsletter.
The new newsletter.
That's amazing, Cooper.
There we go. Look at that, Mr. Lee. You should.
Need to rename the button on the website to sign up to our new newsletter.
I will do that.
Oh, that's amazing.
But there we go. Sign up, get the newsletter. You'll get a couple stories that we cover in New News, and a reminder to follow us on all the socials. And if you're looking for it, it's on our social page on our website. So you guys have no excuse. It's a very fancy looking button. It looks so new and Windows 11.
It's very large as well. It's quite good.
I like it. It's big. Makes people want to click it.
That's right. Ooh, what's in here?
Yes, sign up. Sign up to our new newsletter. And it's
One was released this week, so we're going to do one after new news, basically. That's the idea.
Yeah, so you're only going to get one email a week from us. When we're running events, we will also send you one email about the event, but that's it. You're not going to be spammed every day.
No, I actually want to just tack it onto the bottom of the newsletter, like what events happening.
I think events deserve their own newsletter.
Oh, do you think so? Okay.
Yeah. Make people excited about the events we're running.
Okay.
Speaking of events, we have an event coming up in June called Back to Your Backlog. And now this is all about making you a better person.
What happens if you start your backlog game this month? Is it still classed as a backlog game?
You're not allowed to play Diablo 4, Lee.
No, I was thinking Red Dead Redemption. I've been playing that all weekend.
Well, I mean, yes, you could do that. Because you have started Red Dead before, back in 2013, right?
14. Come on, it's not
There we
ridiculous.
go.
It's only 9 years ago, not 10.
Okay, well, then it totally counts.
Okay, cool.
As
That's
long
good.
as you've started it before this month, or you have purchased it before this month, or you've been wanting to play it before Diablo 4 announced it was coming out, you're not allowed to play Diablo 4. It does not count as a backlog game. We are trying to make you guys better people. Go into your backlog, scrummage around, find a game that you've been wanting to play. It can be a game that you've started and something else dragged you away because there's new shiny coming up because of
Diablo 4.
Game Pass. Or it could be something that you've bought and just kind of sat in the backlog. You've had it installed on the Xbox. It's always sitting. It's looking at you. It's just waiting to be played. It's crying out your name. It's saying, Lee.
No, it keeps
Lee,
staring
you
at
bought
you.
me.
It keeps
You bought
staring
me
at
in
you and
2018.
making you feel bad. It just like it's like judging you.
You
from your
bought me in
games library.
2018. Whenever you've bought a new hard drive, you've just transferred me onto different hard drives. You've never uninstalled me because one day you've said, I will come back and play this game.
And Cooper, you're
Yes.
correct. As I pre-ordered Diablo, that does mean I can play it because it's back order.
Remember, it's the Lee rule. Diablo 4, you're allowed to play Diablo 4, but it does not count as a backlog game. And this month is all about making you a better person.
Do you think there's going to be a point when I don't find any like little kind of loopholes? Like at some point there'll be a
No.
month I don't go, actually I'm going to do this. You're like, no, we've got a rule now for that.
I think as long as the podcast is going, we're going to have a rule that we're going to have to come up with a new rule every year for every single event because Lee's going to be like, I could just do this. And we're like, oh, my word.
Technically
We
you're
work
right, but
Yeah, we work in IT, right? And when someone comes to you and they go, I've broken my computer. And you go, oh, yeah, I've seen it all. How have you done it? And then they show you how they've broken their computer. And you go, not possible. There's no way you should have been able to break your computer
like
to this
breaking
degree.
2 laptops in a row, you mean something like that by installing the BIOS updates.
I know. I mean, it should be physically impossible. How have you managed to break this well? We should give you a medal for how you've managed to break it. I think that's going to constantly be every single event we run.
I like it because I don't even consciously do it. It just happens. It's just like a natural thing.
That's just a natural thing to look at the loopholes and be like, well, I could do this.
I could do that. That's fine, isn't it? They haven't said I can't do it yet.
Oh, there we go. Lee's like, they haven't said I can't.
It's very good.
Amazing. Yes.
Okay, cool. So shall we do news?
Yes, let's dive into some news. I'm sure people are interested in that. Plus, we have to talk about the news if we're going to make a new newsletter.
Indeed, we have to have news in the newsletter, in the new newsletter. That's such a good name. I'm very impressed, Cooper. I like that.
Yeah, you need to rename the newsletter immediately.
Oh, I am. Do not worry. Tempted to do it now, I remember.
Just hold on, guys, while we quickly do some
Just do
admin
this.
stuff.
Popular Xbox games, May 21st, this week.
Ooh,
From
exciting.
TA. This is the top 50 games played by 2.5 million people. Xbox people, I assume, not robots.
Not robots.
We have Fortnite at the top.
Oh,
That'd be the Star Wars thing, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah. Star Wars thing.
Star Wars thing. So then Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2, Minecraft hanging out. FIFA 23 at number 5, 5 to 4. That's actually pretty good. People are excited.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah.
Do you think it's because there's AFC Richmond in the game?
Oh, probably, yeah. Yeah, I suspect that's what I'll be doing. So I'm going to install. I checked and I haven't got 22 installed anymore. Or 21? No, 22 wasn't on Game Pass, was it? But 21 was. So I must have removed it at some point because I do like a bit with FIFA.
Ah, yep.
I thought you were going to say something then. GTA 5 is at 5. It doesn't matter if we don't talk about it, it's still there.
Yep.
Then going down, we have a little Forza 5's gone up a bit. Destiny's gone down one place. Anything interesting on? Jedi Survivor's hanging out at 14. Redfall is dying slowly. That's why everyone's gone up one place. It's down at 19 now from number 13. So that went 4. Was it 4? 3? 13. and then
Debuted
19.
pretty high.
Yeah, really high debuts.
Hmm.
Then we have Hogwarts Legacy, which is good. So at 21, 20.
Oh, yeah.
was
Do you
a
think that
DLC.
got a boost because of the Xbox One version?
Yeah, because of the song.
Ah, the song. Yep.
Yeah,
Everyone
the song.
wanted to hear the song.
Exactly. Hi-Fi Rush is a re-entry at 22, which is very cool. And I'm guessing there's some sort of Game Pass quest for that. Yes.
Is there?
Yep. Elsewhere, we see Hi-Fi Rush and F1 22 re-enter the charts only because they're included as part of the Game Pass quests. Smite and Mortal Kombat 11 have also seen re-entries. Yeah, so F1 22 is a re-entry at 29. Dead by Daylight still hanging around. Dead Island 2 's dropping slowly, so everyone's completing that game.
Mm-hmm.
FIFA 22 is still in the charts, which is nice. Smite is a re-entry, and also Mortal Kombat 11. It says, do you know what's not in the charts?
Yep. It's good. Don't
Yeah.
mention it. We'll be
No.
back next week.
Not mentioning. It's funny. Elden Ring is at 40 still as well, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Pretty solid charts.
Pretty solid. There's some nice changes. I quite like seeing Hi-Fi Rush back in the charts.
Yeah, I'm actually going to install that and play that.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I'll give that a blast. I wanted to play Planet of Lara yesterday, but it got released today. So that was a bit of a mistake, a bit of a difficult thing to
What
do.
a pity.
Yeah, I really wanted to play it. Ooh. I've got lists in Pocket now.
Oh, nice. It's good to see Mortal Kombat 11 be a re-entry because suddenly everyone remembers it's a thing.
1 second, just check this out. It does work. Yes, that's right. Well, because Mortal Kombat 1's coming out soon as well, isn't it? So
Yeah, Mortal
people are
Kombat
excited.
1, which
I
is
know,
interesting.
redoing that. Yeah. So that's good. What am I going to... I'm just confused now because I was looking at something. Sorry. Right. Let's get into it. The Expanse. Did we talk about this last week?
I don't think we did.
No, cool. Okay. I didn't think we did, but I just wanted to double check because I left some stories from last week and I thought this was the last story. The Expanse Telltale series release date and pre-order details. So July 27th, 23. The first of the 5 episode series will be released. This could be very cool. The Expanse is a very good book and a very good TV series. I was talking to Paul about this, and he's actually playing The Expanse D&D or Fantasy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he says it's awesome. It's really cool. So this could be quite good. My phone has been playing up today. It keeps picking me up as I'm talking.
Oh, how annoying.
So they're going to come out quite quick. So the first one's 23rd, what did I say, 27th of July. The next one's the 3rd of August, 17th of August, and 31st of August. And then finally, September 14th for all of the 5 episodes. The orders will begin. So the standard cost is $40, and the Deluxe is $45, which will include all the DLC. So get the DLC, get the Deluxe edition.
Oh, okay.
Well, then it will include all the episodes, won't it? I assume.
Yeah, pretty much.
Also, if you pre-order, you get a grant 24-hour early access. I don't know why you need to do that, but
Yeah, there's
Not like a
nothing
multiplayer
multiplayer that you'd need, eh?
no. I remember this actually is quite a good-looking game from memory. Yeah, it's kind of. It's a bit. I think it looks a bit different to the normal Telltale. I'm just playing the video now. Oh, I'll put it on the screen so people can actually see what I'm looking at.
So do you think it looks different because it's a more adult version or?
No, I don't know because they're always a bit more cartoony, weren't they? But this is also like an old school Mass Effect look to it or something.
I don't know. I don't think it looks as good as old school Mass Effect, to be honest.
It does when you're walking around though. If you look at the over the shoulder view, it's got that kind of third person view over the shoulder.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't mean graphics necessarily. I just mean like the look of it is a bit Mass Effect.
Yeah. This could be pretty cool. It looks like a very interesting Telltale because normally the Telltale games you don't really walk around, you know? It's
Exactly.
kind of on rails.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, so it got taken out by another company, didn't it? Chinese company bought them or something. It does say at the very end. It does say
yes,
Wolf
what does
Among
it
Us
say?
fans are a bit sad because they were expecting the season 2 to be out by now.
Yeah. I mean, it's only been 10 years? Calm the jets, guys.
Exactly, yes. Exactly. It
Can't
literally has
expect
been bad.
something to be out so soon.
October 23, or maybe they're going to do it in October 23 because that's 10-year anniversary.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
That'll be pretty good.
Prediction.
Oof. Look at Lee with his predictions.
So Paul was very excited. He had no idea this was happening. He was very excited about that, so that's quite cool.
Oh, nice.
Quick Activision.
Yep.
This is actually quite interesting. So the UK government have been questioning, the MPs have been questioning the CMA, saying, why exactly are you blocking this? And the CMA have replied and said, we won't be turning a blind eye to anti-competitive mergers. So nothing at all, really. But it's quite interesting that the actual MPs are in there questioning.
Yeah, because I think Microsoft is threatening to leave the UK over certain things or spin Activision Blizzard into their own UK version or subsidiary or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, that is one thing I've heard, yeah.
Which, and from what I've read, will mean less taxes because they won't be able to tax it as a giant company. They'll have to tax it as a separate company. And so therefore, or they can basically make a loss in the UK, from what I understand.
Oh, that'd be annoying.
And then they just go, oh, look, we're losing money on the games we're shipping into the UK and we can't tax us on that. Oh, no. Meanwhile, they're busy earning bank because all the money's going overseas or something. But that's just my take from reading Twitter lawyers.
Yeah, that's right, yeah, who know everything.
Yeah, armchair experts who know everything.
Yeah.
But it's still interesting that the MPs are questioning it. Because from what I read as well, that the PM is going to lean on the CMA to reconsider their decisions.
Yeah, so there's Sarah Cardell is kind of questioning the EU Commission and saying they don't reckon it's going far enough, this handing out the 10-year deals, like candy, as she says. Even though the EU said it's actually fine. Even, who was it this week? Someone else signed it off as well. Some of a random company signed it, random country signed it off.
China.
Oh, China, that's right. There you go.
Yeah. China.
Just trying to find, there's quite an interesting article. So this is on PC Gamer. It goes into quite a lot of detail.
Make sure you add it to the new newsletter, Lee, for next week.
Well, it could be in there. You have to wait and see.
Then everyone can read this interesting one.
So in layman's term, the CMA think that this deal, were this deal to go through, it may end up giving Microsoft a de facto stranglehold on the sector of gaming, and that while not huge now, almost certainly to be a key market in the future. Microsoft remedy for granting 10-year licenses for those games to anyone who wants them does seem like a short-term solution in that context. So that's what they're saying.
That's what they're saying. Their Twitter whinge was hilarious, though.
Yes, that's awesome. Yeah, so it's good that the MPs are leaning on them, but I don't know. Doesn't feel like the CMA care though, to me.
They say they don't care until the PM leans on them and says, actually, if you don't sort yourselves out, you're going to be out of a job.
We'll just get a new one.
Yeah, we'll just get a new one. The CCMA or the NCMA, the new CMA.
Oh, the new CMA, yes.
Or the CCMA, the concise CMA.
Yes. We'll move on. We've talked a lot about it recently, so we'll just move on. That was just interesting.
A tease to make sure that we haven't forgotten it.
Exactly, yes. This is not for us, but Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members got a sweet free shopping perk at Walmart, of all places. So you can claim a 75-day Walmart Plus free trial. So I think that's actually a decent amount of time.
What does Walmart Plus give you?
Well, it's normally $13 a month. What is Walmart Plus? Walmart Plus comes with a handful of useful perks for shoppers, including free grocery delivery from your local store, free shipping on online orders, and saving on fuel and special offers for everyday essentials.
Okay.
So that's really good. So if you shop there anyway, just sign up. You might as well. Like, it makes sense. Also, they get early access to deals and offers, including Black Friday. Subscription schemes, they get Paramount Plus as well. So you get 75 days of Paramount Plus, where it's 40,000 TV series, movie, blah, blah. It's a good one to sign up now because the Memorial Day sale is about to kick off. Yes. I thought it was really good.
Yeah,
for
interesting.
you US people, which you seem to actually have
Yeah.
a lot of US people listening to us for some reason. So
Yeah, the US people who shop at Walmart, there's something for you. You're welcome.
There you go. See, special.
Yeah. They should give us that, but like for Trade Me or something.
Yes, sure.
Trade Me Plus. What does it do? Unlimited listings.
Yes, I get random emails from them now going, "Here's $5. Please list something," because I don't list anything anymore. I just kind of buy random rubbish.
Oh, that's funny.
They keep giving me free delivery, but a free because you pay per win, don't you? When you lose
Yeah.
something or sell something, you pay. Sarah Bond, the corporate XP, have announced a 10-year partnership with Nvidia, the computer parts manufacturer known for graphics GPUs. To join together to gain cloud services, cloud gaming to Xbox devices on iOS, Android, Mac, and Show TV. This is quite interesting, I think. So this partnership gives Xbox the ability to stream games via the native GeForce software. So reason it's interesting is my LG TV has the GeForce software, but does not have the Xbox software on it.
Oh, interesting.
Yes. That is interesting, because that means I can then, I don't know if I have to get a GeForce subscription. I'll be able to play my Xbox stuff for it, I guess. I don't know exactly how it works. This is it doesn't really say. It just says you're able to stream PC hits on your Xbox Game Studio and Bethesda. Purchase through Steam or Epic Game Store on PC, Mac, Shield TV, Android devices, or by going to play.geforcenow.com on Chrome and iOS Safari. So it's still through Safari on iOS. It's not an actual app. That's typical, isn't it?
Interesting.
GeForce Now Priority members can sit the wait and play Gears 5 or one of the other 1600 plus supported titles at 1080 60 FPS. Or go Ultimate and get 4K 120.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or up to 120 FPS for ultra low latency.
Man, this is pretty worth it if you've been collecting those Epic games that come up every month.
Yes, that's right.
Also,
Yeah.
do you think they're doing this because GeForce Now is available on PlayStation? If it is, it'd be pretty funny.
I think it is. I think it's a play for the TV. The GeForce Now is way more prevalent on TV than the Xbox app is. So, yeah, I definitely think it's something like that. Because that's what I thought immediately. I thought, oh, my LG TV has got it, and your LG has it as well.
Yep.
It's one of the biggest selling TVs for Xbox gamers and PlayStation gamers. Because of this reason, because it does integrates really well with your Xbox.
That's quite cool.
Yeah.
Interesting. So what do you think this is about? Is this just another deal to basically say, look, streaming, we're not going to keep games to xCloud only, or is there something else going on here, do you think?
If you look at the numbers of the Xboxes sold, I think they haven't sold enough Xboxes. And that's how they're going to get the games into people's houses to play, or homes to play.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think it is. I think they're not selling enough Xboxes. PlayStation's killing them again this generation.
Only recently, though.
Have you seen some of the numbers? I saw a picture today, and it was insane how much they sell. How much
Yeah,
more they're
but-
selling? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's an interesting one because it's only for the last 3 months, isn't it?
Yeah, but they're killing them. Like, it's
Yeah.
not slightly beating them; it's destroying them. It's insane.
I suppose it doesn't help that there's still the perception that you can't get a PS5. So when people see it,
but
they're just like, oh, I just got to get one.
No, but you can still get a PlayStation. No, the PlayStation 5s, now they've fixed it, haven't they? You can get them now.
Yeah, but there's still the perception in the public that they're very hard to get.
Is there? Okay. I don't think there was. I thought it was all kind of settled down now. I don't think there was much of an issue.
It has for us because we know what's going on, but
You
Joe
mean
Blogs down the road.
The normals.
Yeah, the normies. I think they're still under the impression that actually if you see one, buy it because you never know when you're going to
Never
see
get
another
one.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's games. I think there's no games last year, and that was Xbox's opportunity to actually kill the market and take over. And they didn't
Yeah.
release any games, any first-party games. So I think that's what kind of
Yeah.
killed any sort of lead they had last year.
Until, June, until the show this year. And I reckon if they can do Starfield this year, it'll bring a lot of people over as well.
I was hearing some today. They're saying that the Breath of the Wild sold 30 million copies and its whole period of being available on the Switch. And it's only available on the Switch. It's not available anywhere else, is it? It's only one available. The new one that's just came out has sold 100 million copies or something in the first week. It's insane. Like, the numbers are insane. Like, you never get anything like that on Xbox at the moment.
Yeah, and I mean, it's partly because Microsoft is putting games on PC, putting games on the cloud. You know, there's more places than just Xbox to get the games. Whereas if you're Nintendo, you have to have a Switch. You want to play.
Should be the best experience, shouldn't it?
You would think so, but Microsoft doesn't seem to think so.
No.
Microsoft see it as one way to enter the ecosystem, not the best way to enter the ecosystem. And until that thinking within Xbox shifts, I don't think we'll see anything.
It's not going to.
I don't know. I think that they should be pushing that.
I don't know what they're doing. I'm not sure what they're doing.
They're playing too nice. They're being friendly. They're making friends with everyone. It's all kumbaya and holding hands. And we really, really just need Xbox to go back to 90s Microsoft. Embrace, extend, extinguish.
They're not going to.
If they do this deal with Activision Blizzard, right? It goes through, they buy it. After all the lawsuits are done, if they don't then, turn a little bit to the dark side and go, right, now we're competing on a purely console basis, then what's the future of the brand, really? I'm not saying Xbox is going to die, but it does seem like the console is deprioritized within the company.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Well, a subscription service is what they want, isn't it?
Yeah, they want everyone on Game Pass. In order to have Game Pass, they should say, I was thinking today about the mid-gen refresh, actually, and how they could, if they put out a mid-gen refresh for the 1S, or the Series S, sorry, and they drop the Series S price to $199, they take $100 off of it, off its, MSRP, then those things will be flying off the shelves.
They're not going to do it, though.
No. I mean, we can sit here and be armchair experts over everything. We can criticize and we can talk to them, but until we actually know the numbers and what Phil's bonuses are attached to, we're actually just talking nonsense.
Yeah, but we can make an educated guess, though, I think. We've been watching it for a while now. I don't know. I feel like this year is just dying slowly, the Xbox. Like, I don't feel like there's been no massive impetus of anything. It's always like, it's going to happen soon. It's going to happen soon. It's going to happen next month. It's going to happen It's going to happen in October. Is all that's happening?
Yeah, I think the whole coming soon TM is definitely hurting Xbox. But I also rate, once the studios get into cadence, I mean, 2020 to 22 basically was a wash. But until the studios get into cadence of, one big blockbuster every quarter, so that's 4 new big AAA games a year from Xbox Studios, only on Xbox, then I think until they get to that, we're probably not going to see the drive that Xbox can muster, really. And also, maybe they're playing the long game. They go, yeah, sure, we will give all our games to all these streaming companies for 10 years. And then after 10 years, we go, oh, you guys have been enjoying Call of Duty on GeForce Now? Guess where the only place you can play it?
That's the reason CMA are not happy, though.
Yeah, but at some point, they just got to punch the CMA in the face and go, guess what, Buttercup? We call the shots over here. This is our money, not yours.
I just don't see it. I'm really concerned they're just not doing anything. Or they're just going cloud subscription and that's it. And they're not interested in first party. Focus on proper games coming out.
Yeah, just focusing on Game Pass. I mean, Game Pass is great, but it can't be the sole focus, to be as realistic as that is. And yeah, maybe things change. Maybe they're going to do some massive drops in July. We don't know. It's only a couple of days away. What, 3 weeks?
Soon, yeah.
Coming soon, TM.
Soon.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'll just keep reading stuff. I'm like going, I kind of almost starting to agree with these people now. This is a sad thing. I'm like going,
But on your personal experience, are you running out of things to play?
It's not the point. The point is that Xbox is not pushing first-party games.
Yeah, no.
That's the point. So if they don't do that, then why are they buying all these studios? Bethesda's not released anything decent in 2 years, or whatever it's been.
Yeah, but I
Redfall?
mean, this is Bethesda's cycle. They push out one big game every 7 years or so. You know that.
Yeah, but there's no word about what's happening. Oh, there's always coming soon, but there's no kind of stuff, actual stuff happening.
Yeah, but look, I mean, Hi-Fi Rush was a really good shadow drop.
Yeah, but that was an indie company basically did that. I know it was Bethesda,
Yes.
but it was like an indie version of their indie studio of theirs, wasn't it? Doing
It's still first party though, something
Mm-hmm.
completely different. And I think if people realize that this is the power that Xbox gives these studios, is the fact that they can just, indie drop or a shadow drop a little indie game that they'll probably never have had the resources to work on. Once we start seeing that a lot more, Pentiment and Hi-Fi Rush and things like that, Grounded, really strange, interesting new games coming from Xbox studios.
Yes, but I just don't feel like there's enough of them though. I don't think there's enough going on.
Yeah,
Because
I know.
Grounded came out like 4 years ago now.
Yeah.
Sea of Thieves was 5 years ago now. They just had their 5th anniversary, didn't they, Sea of Thieves?
Yep.
Forza seems to have got kind of Forza Horizon's fine, but they're now regurgitating the same stuff over and over again.
Yep. But you can sit and complain about this, but Sea of Thieves, 30 million players. Forza Horizon 5, 25 million players. These are monthly active players.
Yes, I've played these games though a couple of years ago. I play new stuff now.
Yeah, I know, but in terms of continual user base, these types of games are constantly there, constantly bringing in money.
Yes. I don't know. I just expected more. Because even like in about, 2 weeks, we're going to have our June thing. And there's been no real... We know that they're going to talk about Starfield.
Yep.
What else are they going to talk about? Maybe Fable. Probably not, though. I think it's too early for Fable.
Maybe Avowed.
Maybe... No, that game's gone quiet, so I don't think they can talk about that. That game's way off. That got rewritten last year, didn't it? And there's lots of like... Clan in the chat talking about Jedi Survivor and and Mortal Kombat 1, but all these games are third party. They're not actual Xbox games. Oh,
Yeah.
Diablo 4 comes out next month. That's an amazing game, and I'm really happy. But I just wanted more kind of Microsoft stuff to come out to give Microsoft a good kick to sell some Xboxes.
Do you think Microsoft were expecting the deal to have closed by now when Diablo 4 came out so that they could
This
out
is
it
exactly
as a first party exclusive?
rubbish. Yes, yeah, I agree. I don't think that's what they're doing, but they need to stop that now because it's not happening. It's not going to happen until next year. Now, this deal, this whole thing with CMA is going to stretch it out for 12 months.
Yeah, but I reckon they have to go before September or something before they have to then pay the fine to Activision Blizzard.
No, it's sooner than
And-
that.
Yeah, sooner than that.
It's
but-
like next week or something.
Yeah.
There's something
One-
weird now. They can actually go ahead. I think it's like today or tomorrow. They can actually go ahead and do the purchase, like in a kind of weird, we're going to do it purchase, but then stretch it out to sort out all the details. There's something weird happening in the next couple of days with it.
Yeah, that's also what I read, is that the fact that they can close the deal now
They can close it down
and
now,
become and sign the contracts and become the owners of Activision Blizzard, and then it stretches out to the apology tour.
That's right. Because August is US, isn't it? That's August is when they're going to talk to the US. That's when
Yeah.
it goes to court.
That's when they're going to take the FCC to court.
Yeah, or vice versa, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, who knows?
And then who knows what the CMA? I don't know what's happening with the CMA. I don't know.
Yeah, I reckon they're probably just going to punch them in the face and go, "Look, new company that sells Activision Blizzard games. It has nothing to do with Xbox. Look, and they're making a loss. Oh no, you can't tax it. Oh dear, isn't that a shame? Look at all the tax
don't
money you
know.
could be getting."
I just don't know if it would look like Microsoft's way of doing things nowadays. I think that what's his face is too nice. CEO is too nice.
Yes,
It's actually too nice.
I'm 100% with you there. Microsoft are trying hard to be good guys when in fact they should be Microsoft.
They should be doing what PlayStation do.
Yeah. I mean, did you see the report today about Final Fantasy 16 and Square Enix?
No, but I did see lots of people going, is it coming out on PlayStation and PC? Oh no, Xbox and PC. I was like, no, it's not coming out. No, what did they say?
Square Enix basically said, when we made Final Fantasy 16, we asked people how much they would give for it, and some parties weren't giving enough, and that's why it's on PlayStation.
Right.
Basically, PlayStation was like, here's $25 million to only put it on PlayStation. And Square Enix was going, thank you very much. We'll take that
So
money.
you just paid for our development. That's also thanks.
Yeah. Yeah. I really think Xbox needs to stop being so friendly and start thinking about competing.
Yeah, I don't think their focus is Xbox, though. I think that's the issue. I think their focus is cloud, so that's why they're kind of going subscriptions, basically.
Yeah, that's true. And pushing everyone to use Azure, because then it's all
That's right.
in
Yeah,
the Azure stack and everything.
And the more
So,
that
yeah.
grows, the more it grows Azure, and it's just like feeding itself, basically, isn't it?
Yeah, the eternal money printing press of Microsoft and its licensing.
Mm-hmm.
Still,
Yes.
I reckon if June shows us good stuff, I still have hope for the future of Xbox.
I was really
I
excited
reckon-
last June, actually. There's loads of stuff coming out this year for the next 12 months, and I'm sure half of it got pushed back.
Yeah, I know. But we wait and see. I think once Xbox has closed this deal, once the dust has settled, and
Coming soon.
yeah, once this is all done, then Xbox might hit its stride and be like the bad boys again, the bad boys of gaming, the cool guys, the Sith.
Coming soon.
Yeah. It's interesting to talk about. But yeah, until we actually know company financials and internal goals, we don't really know much.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I mean,
don't know.
think about
They're just too quiet for my liking. They're actually too quiet for my liking.
Yeah.
I don't hear enough
about
about
it.
new games coming out, let alone talking about other stuff.
Yeah. When we started this podcast back in 2016, we were in the similar position, weren't we? Xbox
the
had
Xbox
closed most
One.
of its studios. They had 5 studios first party to their name
They were selling 12 Xboxes a week in Japan.
in Japan. Yep.
Yep.
The one of their best games, Sunset Overdrive, Insomniac, had just been bought by Sony.
By Sony, yeah.
So it was a bleak place. Like when we started the podcast, we were like, Xbox is in a bad position. They need our help.
That's right. That's why we started the podcast. Exactly. Yes.
And now Xbox is back there. They're in a bleak position. They need our help, Lee.
Again, 7 years later. Yeah.
7 years later.
Do you know they're selling
If they
more
paid
PlayStation?
us-
They're selling more PlayStation 4s than Xbox Series X in Japan currently.
That would always happen, I suppose. And I suppose it's Japan. The Japan will always support Japanese business, which is why the US was like, why is Japan getting away with this nonsense?
Yeah. What happened with that though? Nothing at all. Someone wrote a letter, a strongly worded letter, didn't they, to
Yes,
the
a
Japan
very strong,
CMA or whatever it's called.
yeah, a very strongly worded letter. But the wheels of politics does turn slowly. So maybe in the background there's still lobbying going on.
Okay, let's move on.
Yep. Well, let's put it to the listeners and to the people watching. It's like, what do you guys think? Where Xbox is now, where they currently sit, knowing that their June showcase is coming up soon. The
Yeah.
June showcase is coming up soon, knowing that there's a lot in the pipeline that they still haven't announced,
Allegedly.
allegedly. Like, what do you guys think? Is it a bleak time for Xbox? Is it a good time? Is the future looking bright? Or is it, this is the year that Xbox slowly whimpers to the end of the
do you feel like
generation?
they're changing direction. That's what
In
I
what
feel like
way?
they're doing. They're not. So I was reading something today talking about they're not focused on consoles as much. Yes, they're going to bring out another console, which will be like a slim version or whatever they're going to do. The refresh, they always have a refresh, don't they? But it feels like they're not that fussed. They're actually more fussed about pushing towards cloud than they are pushing towards actual hardware.
Yeah. No, I definitely think that they're pushing more towards cloud, even though Phil says hardware is always forefront. I think, the cloud is where the directive from the management has come from.
Mm-hmm.
So all Satya has said to them, right, hardware is a loss, but if you could put onto the cloud, we've already put that investment up front. We have customers paying for the cloud. Why don't we just push everything there? So, I can see that it's a focus. But I also, when the Series X came out, Microsoft also said very publicly that the Xbox One generation was the last generation where they'll be caught on the back foot when it comes to hardware and being less powerful.
And that's great, but you've got to make the most of it though, and bring out games which make the most of the hardware.
Yeah, no, I fully agree.
That's
The games
issue.
are coming.
Everything's
It's like
everything's coming out at 30 FPS still.
I know
well,
it's
which is just
it's
insane.
this is why we want a mid-gen refresh. This is why,
But
double
why?
the
Like they're not even making the most of this hardware they got now.
At what point does Intel say, actually, people are making the most of the CPU, let's put out a new CPU? They don't do that. They just go, oh, new CPU, more money, let's just make
Oh,
it faster.
yeah.
Do people need it to be faster? No. We don't care. Faster.
Faster and hotter, yes.
Well, yeah, Intel's basically like, let's make an oven and put in people's computers. It'll run really fast. But they shouldn't touch any laptops that run it.
No.
But still, I reckon you push the hardware. Previously, the games were pushing the hardware, and now the hardware's kind of caught up, and now the hardware should be pushing the games, is my opinion.
Well, I think we need to wait for the games to catch up with the hardware still. I don't feel like they're still not pushing the games enough to catch up with the hardware. My Xbox does not work hard playing games. I'd never hear it. It's never, the fans are never kind of...
It's been engineered that way, though. Like, no matter how hard you push it, you'll never hear the fans because it's well designed.
I know, but you like to think like it's being pushed a little bit.
Okay. Play even just Red Dead 1, right? Just
so
play it for a couple hours. Put your hand over the top. It's warm.
Sure. But Forza 5 came out. Forza 5 was amazing looking. And I feel that was almost like pinnacle of Xbox looking games. And now they've gone backwards since then.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like they've gone, oh, we can do 60 FPS. We can do 120. It looks amazing. And everyone's gone, oh, yeah, but we might as well just keep it 30. That's fine. That's what it feels. Especially like Gotham Knights came out and Redfall came out. There's about 4 or 5 games that came out all 30 FPS.
Yeah.
For no particular reason. Like I think it's just lazy developers.
Yeah, as much as I don't like saying that, but I do get the idea that it is just, it's easier to code for the lowest common denominator than for all the denominators,
Which is all rubbish as well, because look at PC. That's
I know. And we've covered this multiple
we've
times.
talked about this multiple times. It's just
Stupid. Just like, are you running a Series X? Here's its power. This is the purpose of a console, is that the hardware is fixed. You don't have to code for this AMD CPU and that NVIDIA graphics card combination with this RAM that's running at a slightly different frequency, At no point do you have to worry about that. You just go, this is the hardware. Code to the hardware.
Here's a box. It's never going to change. Here's the box. Write the software for the box.
The box. Here's this box for the next 8 years. Right. Go.
Yep.
Not that hard. Look, we have 2 boxes for the next 8 years. And everyone's gone, oh no, 2 boxes? We can't code for 2 boxes. So we're not going to code for any box.
Yeah, that's right. We'll just go down below. Yeah. We'll do Xbox One.
Yeah, we'll just make sure it can run on the Xbox One, and then good luck to you guys.
Right, let's move on.
Okay.
I think they're sick of us. Let's talk about a new game coming out called Mortal Kombat #1.
Oh, yes. Did you see the trailer for this?
Oh, I haven't. I think I might have done at some point, but we've got it here. Yeah, here we go.
Yes.
That's
Watch the trailer. This is fantastic.
Is it going to film
It is
screen?
probably one of the best trailers I've ever seen for a game.
It's a
It's
gorgeous looking
incredible.
trailer, isn't it?
Oh my word, it's really good. A fighting game has no business looking this good.
But I
Like-
remember when it first came out, the first one came out, and it was incredible looking. Back in the 90s, it looked incredible.
Because they did proper motion capture with it and everything.
Yeah. Even when they pulled people's heads out of their skull, I think they did all that live and motion captured it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Have you seen the movie, the Mortal Kombat movie that came out a year ago?
Not the new one, no. I've
new
only
one.
ever watched the first 3.
Oh, okay.
The first one was fantastic. Loved it.
Yeah. Oh, the last one I thought was too bad. That was all right. It was kind of fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's a good kind of, take your brain out, put it beside you, watch a movie, watch fighting people.
Fantastic. Have you seen the Dead or Alive movie?
Have I seen The Dead or Alive? I don't know if I have actually.
Oh, man. if you haven't, it's so worth the watch. It's if I remember correctly, it's super cheesy and just absolute bonkers.
I did rewatch Endgame on the weekend, and it's not very good. It's quite
Oh,
disappointing.
is that Marvel's?
Yeah, the last one. I watched it before, and I was like, no, it can't be that bad, but it is.
You know,
This
Marvel's lost its way.
does look incredible, this Mortal Kombat.
It looks really cool.
Are they going to do actual screen fighting as well, or is it just a video? Oh, okay, it's just... Oh, no, wait a minute. There's more.
I don't know. Watch this. This
Oh.
is amazing.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's only slightly extreme.
Jeez. Is that actual in-game, or was that just a...
I hope so, because it is over the top gore and violence. Oh my
Yeah.
word! Like someone just crushed another person's skull. That's so good. Oh yes, and then the guy uses the magic dragons to rip the other dude
pull her
apart.
in half. Oh. Whoa. Okay.
Now, right, if two flaming dragons were ripping you apart with your on either arm, and then some dude jumped up and pushed your head through your feet, do you think it's a quick death or a slow death?
I would imagine that your brain would kind of disintegrate quite quickly. Being pushed through the rest of your body. And hopefully that would kill you. You know, the kind of skull going, like the spine going up through the brain maybe would kill you.
Oh yeah, we should kill you.
Yeah, you'd hope.
You'd hope, but what if they do it at the angle so the spine just
misses
flicks off the
slightly.
edge of the skull,
That's right.
and so the skull just kind of goes down the spine as
Yeah,
the
that
person's
would-
shoving it towards your feet.
I think that would hurt. You may
Yeah.
go once you go past your heart, maybe. So, Mortal Kombat 1 is about to restart the 30-year-old series of a facelift worthy of a AAA game. The reboot of Fire God Liu Kang, the divine version of the franchise central characters. He's resets the world in hopes of a peaceful outcome that wasn't possible in the past games. Oh, that's nice. Oh, this sounds like a really nice game. So there's pre-orders. That's the reason I actually wanted this. There's a standard edition, premium edition, and the Collectors of a K edition at $250.
How much? Oh, yeah.
$250 US.
Okay, for $250, what the heck do you get? Do you personally get someone to come and stamp on your head?
I think you get the dragons.
Oh man, I love the dragons.
So the premium edition. Let's start with the premium edition. You know, so
Yep.
you too carried away. The combat pack, which is K again, features Johnny Cage character skin, Jean-Claude Van Damme playable character, early access to 6 new playable characters, available post-launch, and 5 new camo fighters. Early access begins September 14th, and 1,200 dragon crystals of a K as well, because
yes,
combat.
there's no C in combat.
There's no C in combat. The physical edition that will be sold at select retailers, $250. It comes with a 16.5-inch Liu Kang sculpture designed by Course.
Cool.
What if I can get this Liu Kang sculpture? We can see it. Liu Kang inspired in-game character skin, free exclusive art prints and steel case, early access again, and 1,450 additional dragon crystals. So that's 2,700 total, including all the other stuff as well.
What are dragon crystals?
Oh, it'd be in-game DLC, in-game kits, wouldn't it? In-game. Any images? No, we don't. We don't know what it looks like yet.
It's amazing.
Oh, wait a minute. I saw something then. Talking which sales.
Dragon crystals. This is amazing. How good does this game look?
Oh, here he is. Oh, it's not very big though. Oh, there you go. He's actually in grey. Interestingly, so there's the kit there
Oh, so he's in grey.
with red
That's-
headband and red knee pads and belt.
Not exactly what I expected for $250.
No. Most of the stand takes up most of the size as well.
Yeah. Huh.
A collector's
I'm quite
box. with a K, though.
disappointed.
Yeah, even the art prints are a little bit average. That kind
Yeah.
of what is that sort of style? It's like a pop art style or something, isn't it? Almost.
Oh, yeah. It's almost like those Obama Believe ones.
I know
Or
what you're
hope.
talking about. Okay.
You know, when Obama was running for president, he had those green and red and gray ones that said hope or believe or I'm the president now.
No.
Oh, never mind. It's
I'm the
disappointing for
president now.
$250.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. It's a good size. If you look at the guy's hand, it is a decent size.
It's a decent size, but I'd expect something cooler than that.
Yeah. Not just grey.
Not
8
just
years after Sculpture and Scorpio, we're back. See, Scorpio would be cool.
Oh, yes.
We're back to the official Mortal Kombat, the Game of Thrones universe created by Liu Kang. We want to honor him with a towering monument to a god. Okay.
I never thought Liu Kang was a god. Wasn't he just a normal dude in the early games?
It wasn't he the one that organised the whole fight initially?
No, that was Raiden, wasn't it?
Oh, that's right. Actually, fight him at the end. I think it was
Yeah,
Raiden.
Raiden
Whatever it says.
Raiden, the electricity god, the thunder god.
Raiden.
How does that work?
Oh, these days it's more like
Raiden.
uh,
Hi, I'm Raiden. Please don't hurt me.
So funny. I'm so glad we got these buttons.
yes, no, these buttons are great.
Okay, next one. We have. This is really bizarre. I'm so confused. Xbox is preparing to offer timed slices of games as well as adverts. I don't know if this is actually going to happen, but this is a rumor thing that started. So, to me, a timed slice of a game is a demo. Yeah?
Yeah, I was just about to say time slice or demo.
Exactly. And didn't we complain at Sony for charging people for demos at one point? I'm sure they were charging
Yes.
people. Yeah, okay, cool.
This is very strange.
So weird. So this is Sarah Bond, VP at Microsoft, VP for games at Microsoft, she described the different decisions Xbox are willing to take to promote a change of pace. It just doesn't sound great. This does not sound great. So yeah, they're talking about putting having like a different version of Game Pass with slices of games and some adverts in it. I guess it's because it must be starting to go. We've almost sold out of all the Game Pass people that are going to buy it anyway. Now we need to kind of get to the other people.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I don't know what they're going to do though. So they're going to start putting game like an animated, like you do with Netflix, where you see an ad for something Microsofty at the beginning of a game now.
Yeah, it could be.
Because like when
very
you're in a Teams
strange.
meeting, you have an advert for Excel, that sort of thing.
Oh, yep.
I don't know. It's just really weird, this whole thing. And I don't know anyone else is doing it as well. Like it's a whole, like no one else puts ads in games. Do they? I've never seen it before.
I don't know, actually. It seems very strange.
Yeah, the whole story is weird. The whole story is really weird. I don't know if
It
it's
is.
someone extrapolating something that's not there as well.
Yeah, the last kind of paragraph does cast the person in not a very good light in terms of their biases.
Oh, okay, yes. Yeah, I don't know. I'm all for it, it says at the end, yeah. It's a very strange thing to be saying. I don't understand. Especially when you're spending $70 billion or something. You need to start advertising in games to make money back. It seems like a bit weird.
Yeah, a bit strange.
Slices of
Really is.
games. That was struck me
Time
as funny was
slices.
time slices of games.
Yeah.
Or
Do you want a
demos.
time slice of our podcast?
I left in the social media of the XboxCast. We already talked about it. I left the story in where we were going to talk about our newsletter, but I got all excited.
Brilliant. Well, we spoke about the newsletter, so
Yeah, look,
it doesn't need to be a news story.
There's a website.
But-
There's a website.
Lee, do you know what you should do?
What's
You should
that?
put a news story about our newsletter in the next newsletter.
Ah, interesting. So if I leave this link in here, it will possibly do that.
Very cool.
All right, we should try some experimenting. I don't know about putting a newsletter advert in a newsletter though. I don't know how it works.
Well, I
Then
mean,
how
if
If someone's reading it, surely they already know.
yeah, but if Microsoft's going to advertise their games in Microsoft games, why can't we advertise ourselves in ourselves?
Yeah, okay. I like it. I think. I am slightly confused, but I think it's good. Oh no, I don't know. This is a bit sad now after I was complaining earlier. But 10 years later, was the Xbox One ahead of its time? So this is a
Yes.
Forbes article. Yes, exactly. That's what I thought as well. So hit 10-year anniversary, the infamous reveal of the Xbox One, where they said the word television or TV. I think it actually says in here how many times they said it. All the way through.
How many times do they say it?
I don't know, where does it say? I thought it said. I was reading. So okay. There's a clip circulating. How many times he actually said it? Oh, there's a clip here. Okay.
Oh,
That's so funny. So at the time, everyone was watching cable TV, so it made no real sense. Like to make a cable box kind of made the kind of
Yep.
sense to pull it all together into one place.
mm-hmm.
So now, if you look at it, everyone is now basically watching Netflix and HBO and all that sort of stuff on the Xbox,
Mm-hmm.
which is what they were doing. Xbox. That was the whole point of the Xbox One, wasn't it? That's what they're trying to say. Like, oh look, you can watch
Yep.
TV in it. They kind of went a bit too far, leaned a bit too much on it, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just 2013. I was probably watching Xbox stuff on there or TV stuff on my Xbox, but
Yeah, I mean, when it came out, I was watching lots of YouTube on it, lots of Netflix, all the rest, the normal stuff. Plex and I had Windows Media Center hooked up to it.
yes, that's right. Yeah. Before they killed it, yep.
Yep.
So that's funny. And then the next thing they talk about here is the disc or the digital thing. Because at
Yes.
the time, they were saying that you need that they're going to everything online, so you don't need the disc as much.
Mm-hmm.
So in theory, the license is on the game disc, but in theory, you don't actually need that because you buy it and it's on digital. So they're always going. But what happens if I want to buy the game and then resell it, or what happens about the second-hand market?
Yeah.
So now, if you fast forward 10 years, when's the last time you bought a disc?
Yeah, exactly. Trying to get rid of all the discs.
I'm a bit of a freak. I do buy games on disc randomly, but
Yeah.
I kind of like the old games, buying the old 360 games on disc.
Hmm.
And then there's obviously the online thing as well, the online bit where they're saying you have to have your Xbox online the whole time, and everyone's, we can't do that. How's that going to work?
Yep.
And when's the last time you played the Xbox when it wasn't online?
Yep, I know.
It's crazy. I was like, this is actually completely right. It's nuts. They even sell an Xbox with no disc in now. Well, there's the S came out, didn't it? That had no disc in it. The
Yep,
Xbox
yep.
One S had no disc in it.
No disk drive, yep.
No disk drive. That sold quite well. The Series S is selling hugely in Japan and places because it's little and has no disc.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the always online bit, which everyone complained about the subs, wasn't it?
Yeah. Always online. This is a problem Microsoft has pretty often, is that they're trying to skate where the puck is going to be. And oftentimes they're the first people out onto the ice field
rink.
before
The
the game
rink,
has even
yes.
started.
Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, we've seen it before when XP tablet mode came out.
Yeah, I remember
had
the
it.
old tablets that came out. Yeah, because we were
Yeah,
using people wanted to use them on field, where they're out in middle field drawing pictures and stuff, using Windows PCs basically on a tablet.
Yeah, Windows XP. And then everyone's like, no, that's not going to catch on. 5 years later, everyone wants an iPad.
Windows Media Phone, what it was called? What was it called? The phone,
When it first came out or when it settled down?
mobile something over version 6 point something over, wasn't it? That came out. That was kind of
yeah.
the one that was vaguely okay, but you needed a pointer and it was a bit small in some parts.
Yeah. And then they changed it with what? Windows Phone Series 7.
Oh, there you go.
And then they just changed it to Windows Phone 7 because everyone's like, what the heck is a Windows Phone Series 7?
Yes, like very Microsoft of their naming. Yes.
Yes.
I guess the only thing they did really do badly was the Kinect, forcing people to buy it.
Even then, I really liked the Kinect.
Oh, sure, but it should have been an option.
Yeah, it should have been an option. I 100% agree.
Yeah.
It was very cool. Walked into the room, Xbox
yeah.
on.
I used to all the
Xbox,
time,
go
yeah.
to YouTube.
Playing games, it was great.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite interesting. I just went through this article. I was like, this is all completely true. Basically, they were just ahead of their time again.
Yep. And not just ahead of the time, way ahead of the time.
Way,
to the fact
10 years ahead it was, yeah.
yeah, the fact that like the technology wasn't really there to support it.
I reckon it was, though. It wasn't much longer we were buying games, not buying them on disc.
Yeah, but if they had just waited like 2-3 years and then gone, digital only, everyone would have been, thank goodness, I'm so tired of discs. you know?
Yeah, well, the Series S came out. When did that come out? I feel like not the Series S, sorry, the Xbox One X. I feel like that came out like 4 years later, was it?
Yeah, for 3.5, 4 years later.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, "Oh, thank goodness!" And then it won awards because of how cool it was designed, and
That's right.
and it's like a white box with holes. Like,
That's right.
you look at it going, and everyone's going gaga over this design.
Yep.
People are strange.
People are strange. Yes. So I thought it was quite interesting. It's quite nice of Forbes write that because I was kind of, it's been a really hard week for Xbox, I think, this week. It feels like
It
has.
has. It feels like it's been a bad month for Xbox this month.
Yes.
Like Redfall and all of that. It's just everyone loves to kick people when they're down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Games. Let's go back to games again. So F1 Manager 2023 is going to come out. I remember playing a game way back. I don't know if I talked about this, but many, many, many years ago. And I think it was like F Manager 2 or something when it came out. And you basically, rather than doing the racing, you do the managing of the team. And then these little racing cars pop out. And you watch them and you pit them and you change the tyres. And, you kind of talk to the drivers and that sort of stuff. This was many years ago. So there's a 2023 version coming out soon, which will be the same sort of thing again. And I imagine I don't think there's actually any gameplay graphics in here, but there's your typical trailer of racing cars and stuff.
Yep, racing cars and teams and people backlit.
So you take part of the sporting director role, which is the guy in charge of everything, basically.
Oh, yep.
And you deepen management of the pit crews and training schedule. You can to eke out every 10th of a second, avoid pit stop errors. So that's interesting. So you imagine the team, not just the driver and car. You actually manage the team as well, which is very much like Football Manager games.
Yep.
The car weight to consider. There's also a cost cap that came in this year. So you can't spend all the money. Even if you might have it, you've got to be restricted.
Oh, yeah.
But one of the coolest things I think they're doing is they're doing a replay of a famous event. Like a key moment of this year's races. You can rewrite history by going, okay, so, McLaren won this race. And I wonder if I can do it so that the team that like a Sauber or somebody who's not very good can win this race, and redoing real life races to try and win them on key features. I thought that's quite cool. I suppose it'll be all tied to achievements as well. Making whatever racer take this race and make him win rather than the other guy win.
Yep. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, I thought that was quite a cool little thing to do. So you're not sat there just doing 23 races and 6 races. So you sit there doing 30 races basically. But if you want to jump in quickly and just do like a quick shot of something.
Yep.
And maybe learn some stuff playing it as well. Like just to kind of go, okay, I can play with different things because it's only this one race.
Mm-hmm.
I find that's actually a kind of cool little feature.
Very cool. I do like these management style games.
Yes. Yeah, I remember playing this one way back. It was great. It was real fun.
If only we saw some actual gameplay.
I know. I'll put it on screen, actually. But no, there's an announcement trailer, but it doesn't really show.
Yeah.
It just shows lots of...
Stuff shows nothing, eh?
Yeah. Lots of faces of people looking at things. Yeah, so normally they have like a miniature version of the racetrack, CCE car, with times and stuff on it. I think that's what they did last time. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing in this one at all. No.
Yeah, lots of backlit people. That's about all.
Yeah. So I thought it was quite cool. But changing it up, I like it when they change it up, not just to do repeat, but change all the season around, because obviously there's new racing drivers and stuff, and just do that. Actually, just change it up a little bit.
Yep.
This is bad news to the industry, I guess. There's a whole bunch of layoffs happening at the moment.
Okay.
Which is kind of interesting because what they're talking about here is there's the actual numbers are not really dropping of sales. So Combat Heroes 3, which is coming out or came out on PC and coming out on Xbox soon, they're laying off 121 employees. After being purchased, it's kind of really weird because it got purchased by Sega, and now they've laid off a bunch of people.
Interesting.
And just released a game as well. And Sega have just purchased Angry Birds for $775 million, so they're not exactly struggling.
No,
it's like
not exactly.
No, it's a really strange. It's almost like they're kind of laying people off because everyone else is doing it, so we should do it as well. Almost. You know what I mean?
All the cool kids are
we can-
firing everyone.
Yeah, we can make most of this. We can lay some people off and cut some costs and stuff for that. Deck 9, who made Life is Strange, True Colors, the Telltale Expanse game was just about to come out. I've had layoffs as
Oh,
well.
wow.
See, are they just employing people for the projects for the Expanse sale now coming out? So maybe they're laying people off because of that.
Yeah, it could be. It makes sense. I mean, you get fat for the project to get things out the door. And then once the project's out the door, go back to normal.
Yep. This week before, it was the Molasses. It was the Molasses Flood. Working on Witcher's spin-off for CD Projekt Red, laid off 29 developers. So there's a spin-off coming out for Witcher, which is not out yet, and they've laid off 29 developers. 90 layoffs at Deviation Games, studio working on blockbuster exclusive for PlayStation 5. Sony shut down Pixel Opus, an Indian initiative who behind Concrete Genie, which I don't know about, but that's, they're shutting down studios. They're not just shutting down, they're not laying people off, they're shutting the whole studio down. So there's a list of people being laid off here. Like EA is 1,000 people. So I don't know what's going on with the market. It's really weird. It's like a reset something going on, or making the most of this so-called recession, which is still not happening.
Or it's happening and people are just ignoring it.
Yeah, maybe. Well, that's the best way of ignoring recessions is keep spending. That's actually how you get out of recessions.
Yeah.
People need to spend
But
money.
I reckon, everyone's just blaming, oh no, look, it's recession and interest rates and cash flow and it's just a problem. We got to lay people off. And these, like you say, it's not stopping games from coming out and people buying the games.
No, so games will still come out and then they're laying people off after that, which is...
I think it's the studios are basically going, what's the biggest cost to making a game? People.
People, yeah. It could be the board as well. So the board are like, how can we make more money? Lay people off. Okay, let's do that.
Or how about this? Since all the AI came out with code built into it, like you get Copilot for GitHub and things like that.
Yeah.
How many of these are low-level devs that are being let go because the AI is writing the code for them?
Yeah, right. Yeah. And just get the guy to check it, the editor almost, to check it at the end.
Yeah. So instead of a senior developer looking after 5 junior devs, you have one senior dev looking after one AI.
One ChatGPT dev. It says here, so only the video game industry was only down 5% last month compared to last year. So it's really not dropping. Unemployment rate is only 3 to 4%, which is really low for the US still.
Interesting. And looking at it, just having a quick look at who is like the main positions being laid off, it's mostly the social guys, like social media and community management people.
Oh, where'd you see that? That's interesting.
So I'm just having a look. There's that one tweet from that girl, and then I just went into the Twitter thread and found a spark
it,
there.
Yeah. Sucked into Twitter.
Yeah, got sucked into the tweet thread. So most of the people being laid off are the community managers and social managers.
So they pushed the game, it's out, so they don't need them anymore?
And not just that, but I think it's how much are community managers worth? How valuable are they really? Someone whose job is to talk good stuff about your game or your studio, and you're paying them to tweet? You're like, we could automate this.
Yes.
Chat GDP
Oh, jeez.
with the Twitter API.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, I just want I'll totally point out. So I was going to say, if you see on Twitter someone saying I've been laid off, then retweet them. Like, even if you don't know them, just retweet their tweet. Just help them get their name out there and stuff. So Take-Two cut jobs and internal restructuring after merging with Zynga, despite predicting the $8 billion in bookings in 2024.
Jeez.
On the back of GTA 6 launch. So that's $8 billion worth of money they're going to make, and they've laid off people before that. Microsoft. The Microsoft layoffs are weird, though. They'd employed more people than they'd laid off in that last 12 months.
Yeah.
So the Microsoft one, I'm not going to report back because it's not true, really. It's just... And EA laid off 1,000 people, made $800 million in profit as well.
Oh, but that's EA. They're just doing it because they like to be evil.
Yeah, well, yeah, true. Thanks, EA.
Thanks, EA. Helps a lot. I'm sure EA wake up every morning and they go, I wonder what we could do to be evil today.
No, they kind of put their fingers together, don't they? Go, There's like a Smithens, what his name is? Like I was Simpson.
Yes. Oh, that'll be funny.
So one thing here, they say, is new studios are still popping up. So former EA DICE creative director Lars Gustafsson and other devs who contributed to the Battlefield franchise and other blockbusters are announcing the formation of TTK Games with an aim to create a shooter franchise. So this is good. I think that if they get paid, because a lot of them are getting paid off and getting decent money, I imagine, when they're getting out of it. It's like a Microsoft layoff. You normally get like 3 months notice, bunch of money, and then support. So start a new game company. Like start something up. Do something you want to do for 3 months. And if you can't do it, then get a job after 3 months. You know, give yourself an opportunity to do something like that.
Yeah, if you're in the gaming industry and then you start a new gaming company, if you get enough veterans or notable names within your company, Sony, Microsoft, Tencent, any one of those is going to come along and go, "How you doing? We got $100 million for you. Do you want to maybe be employed by us?"
And obviously, give us a copy of the beta so we can play it too. Like
well, yeah, without a doubt. Give us a copy. Us personally, me and Lee, give us a copy of the beta. Not anyone.
It was our idea. Metal Gear Solid 3 remake is real. Has been revealed. Wait a minute.
Is real.
Has been revealed. Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Initially, they were talking about this coming out on PlayStation only, but it has now been a hard confirm, is what they say. The remake is real and it's coming out to Xbox and PC. So Bloober Team is remaking it. They're also remaking Silent Hill 2.
Blooper Team. Those are the guys that did The Medium.
Oh, is that right? Oh, look at you with your knowledge of stuff.
They're very good with their horror, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, I don't play horror.
No, I heard it wasn't. I heard it wasn't that great. So that's interesting. So this is supposedly one of the best ones of the lot, if not the greatest game of all time. It says here.
That's a little bit of a hyperbole, isn't it?
WindowsCentral.com. So that's interesting to say that. So Kojima's Hideo Kojima. So he's got chops for knocking this game out and it's been really good. Yes. Have you played these games? This is why I dropped this thing. I've not actually played any Metal Gear Solid. I know I lied. I played Metal Gear Solid Survive and it was really, really bad. I played that on beta.
Yeah. I played number 1 when it came out and I was like, it's okay. Like, and nothing about it grabbed me. So,
okay. So
yeah, whenever there's hype around Hideo Kojima, I don't understand why.
Because he's the greatest of all time. He's amazing. Have you not played Death Stranding yet?
Oh no, clearly not.
So this game is a sneaky game, isn't it?
Yeah, they're all sneaky games.
Okay, so this is set in the Cold War and follows Snake deep into the wilderness of some place I cannot pronounce in the former Soviet Union, with the US and USSR on the brink of the nuclear war. Snake has dropped deep behind enemy lines to sabotage rogue entities who seek to instigate the conflict. It was PlayStation 2 back in 2004. And then had other updates since then. I think it does say it had a HD update. Yeah, it's Metal Gear Solid HD Collection on the 360, which came with MGS2, Peace Walker, MGS3, 2 plus 3 HD. Yeah, so it's had a whole bunch of updates anyway, and is also available on a backwards compatibility program. If you can get it on disc, but it's not available to digitally download. But if you have it on disc, you can play it.
Okay.
But it says here also the HD collections is quite pricey because it's hard to get now. So, I wasn't sure. So people will be excited about this, but I've never actually played any of these games personally. But I know that people are excited.
I'm pretty sure people out there are super.
Oh, they will be. They'll be stoked.
Yeah,
Big time.
We're not one of them.
No, I have no opinion. I've not played them. I can lie. I can make stuff up.
Oh yeah, make something up quick.
It's the best game I played. That when it came out in the 360, it was amazing. I love the HD update of it. It's really well done. I like what they added to it.
Not even blinked. Just rolled right at the tongue as if you were planning that all along. Oh.
That was amazing. So, Phil Spencer issues mini statement as Xbox unveils latest Safety report. This is quite interesting. So it seems that from July to December, they take a snapshot of how they're doing with safety measures on the Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
You know, making safer player experiences is a key driver, it says here. I thought this was interesting. So, the whole thing's actually, it's off Pure Xbox, so it's a whole bunch of detail in here. But I just thought there's some slides. I always like slides. We like numbers.
Ah, yep.
27.47 million player reports there were.
Jeez. Okay.
Yeah, no, I was like, oh, that's actually quite a lot. I've not even hit, like, I never think of hitting that, like, because it's communication, so I guess that's someone abusing you, shouting at you, swearing at you, telling you stuff that you don't want to hear.
Or terrible messages.
Terrible messages, yep. Conduct, I guess that's in-game conduct.
Mm-hmm.
So there's nearly 13 million people on communication, then 11 million on conduct. And then 3.1 user-generated content, which was interesting.
Yep.
So is that dodgy Minecraft page maps or something?
Yeah, or that's somehow people have managed to hack the share page so you can share any picture and just attach it to a game. So you see it a lot when you go into the community section of Xbox, and it's like recommended for you, and someone will put up like the picture of some
really don't
bikini
want to
model
see. Right.
and be like for Minecraft, and you go, this isn't Minecraft.
That's amazing. Enforcements issued. So 10 million enforcements issued. That's people, like it says proactive and reactive. So I guess that is, them doing something and then getting kicked out of Xbox, I guess. And then reactive is then getting reported and then getting kicked out of Xbox.
Yep.
I don't know what MCMEC 3 reports are.
National Center for Missing and Exploited Children.
Oh, there you go. Well done. Well, were you reading that from somewhere? 549?
Yes.
Yeah, and then crisis text lines 1,000, then appeals to 22,000, 22,900, 229,000. Why was that so hard to say? I do not know. Yeah, and of those, only 94% were non-reinstatements.
Yeah.
So 6% were reinstated after appealing. That's quite high. Yeah, I was just reading. Oh, I see the reading at the bottom there. National Centre for Missing. What would you look at? You go reading stuff at the bottom of the page.
Yeah, I can read
reading
stuff.
ahead. Yeah, so this is really cool that they do all this and release numbers and actually say this is what we're trying to do. It's a very Microsoft thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. What about Microsoft? You got no comment? No.
No, this is good. It's interesting that they're focusing on this. They're obviously pushing Xbox as like a family friendly, you can leave your child with us type brand, eh?
Yep. Oh, I've actually got the whole article here as well on the Xbox.
Yeah. So there's a whole big article on the Xbox page about it, which it goes into in depth.
Yes.
About what they've done. It's very cool. Just the fact that, it also just reminds people that your communications on Xbox are being monitored.
We are
Big Brother
watching
is
you.
watching.
We are watching you.
It was a bit high pitched, but yes.
I can be a bit.
You are not.
This is serious. So, what is this here? So, a player decides to change a game pick. Player selects new game pitch. Platform receives a pitch and performs a safety scan on the image. If it is not risky, okay. If it is, then it goes to content moderation tooling, evaluated by human moderation agents. Someone actually looks at it, and then if there's something more dodgy, it takes it down. Player notified, and content warrants enforcement. Platform issues enforcement. Player notified. So that's the kind of steps when you change your gamer pick, basically.
Yep.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? It's kind of interesting.
Yeah,
Look at
that's
that.
very
Launch
cool.
of Australia and New Zealand's Xbox Gaming Safety Toolkit to empower parents and caregivers to better understand and respond to online safety in gaming. I knew they did that.
No, that's why I dropped this story in, because of the Australia and New Zealand
Ah.
Xbox Gaming Safety Toolkit, which is quite cool.
Smiley people. Yeah, right. So it's all your fault, this story. Because I don't remember dropping this story in, so I was kind of confused where it came from. I thought I must have done it without realising. That made no sense.
Lee goes on his news binge. He just throws stories into the queue. This will be a great story. This will be a fantastic
I know
story.
all the stories, and I was like, I don't know this story, but I can talk about it because I've kind of, it links onto the last story. But
Because I can make stuff up.
Yeah, on the spot, it seems. Yes. This is really cool. Good work.
Good work, everyone.
We are watching you. That's what I think is awesome.
Yeah, we are watching you.
2 final stories.
Okay.
Are we excited?
Yep.
Are we up
Bring
to
it
2
on.
Are we up to 2 hours yet?
Almost.
Oh, God, really? I'd be surprised. Forza Horizon 5.
Yes.
It's got a new update coming out with new cars, accolades, and more. I just dropped this in because it was kind of cool that they're still updating this game. Out of all the stuff in here, though, there's something that you'll like. They're actually adding weather and daytime changes to the photographs you can take.
Oh, nice.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the only reason I put the story in, because that one reason.
Nice.
Yeah, the
So
what does it say?
photo mode gets better.
Yeah, here we go. So, update includes... What's this? Overlanding modifications, which allow you to live out all your car camping fantasies while exploring these new Pathfinder routes. I was like, what? But anyway, okay. So some new Event Lab props, significant upgrades to the photo mode where you can change time of day, weather, character positions, and more. And I just thought of you when I read that.
Yeah. Nice. Thanks, Lee.
That's all right. I thought this is Carl. Who Carl will be on this game.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of new playground stuff in here as well. And Pathfinder challenges to get in the game as well. And a bunch of new cars. Morris Minor, 1953 Morris Minor, Series 2 Traveller, which I think is that wooden one with a wooden kind of back on it.
The car sounds familiar, but I've no idea what car that is.
The Morris Minor Series Traveller. I would Google it, but I'll let you Google it.
Ah, yes. Save the excitement for later.
That's right. That's right. Finally, Alan Wake 2 is coming out in October.
Oh, allegedly.
Voice actor claims. So Matthew Porretta, he's let slip the long way to sequel release window. So while Remedy have previously confirmed that Alan Wake 2 will launch this year, Matthew Porretta has appeared to narrow down the sequel release window a bit further. So he was on a podcast. I listen to some podcasts, and they often take people talking on podcasts saying, when people are on podcasts, they don't realize people actually listen to these podcasts.
Yeah.
So
they
they
forget
relax
that there's a mic in front of them.
Yeah, they do. They relax more, and they say stuff they shouldn't say, and then people go, "Oh, that's interesting," and then you get stories like this.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, I've been working on it. It's supposed to come out in October. We're in the middle of working on it now. In fact, I was just in Finland last week. That's where the company is from, Remedy. They're amazing people. So he's basically confirmed it's coming out in October. Oops, indeed. So this is cool. I love that screenshot. I didn't realize that. It's a lovely looking screenshot, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks a lot like Jared Leto.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, yes, it does. I wonder what this Remedy, this guy. Actually, I wonder if he's going to do the voice for him anymore. They might just replace him.
At great expense.
Exactly. Like, that's actually, mate, we've got your brother to do it now because you opened your mouth.
Yeah, whoops. Now we got to push the game back a year.
That's right. So this is cool. Some good news at the end.
Yeah, this is cool. It's a bit of a pity that Microsoft have let Remedy become their own studio and push things out to the other opposition consoles. Because Alan Wake 1 was an Xbox exclusive.
Ah, there's been a few of those though.
Yeah. They really should have brought Remedy.
It's almost like they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, I know. Deep sigh. But Alan Wake 2, fantastic. Are you ready to be scared again, Lee?
Yeah, I must complete that game actually. I did kind of enjoy it. I did enjoy it. It was fun. Did you finish it or play it?
I played a bit, and then I was like, not today, Satan. Got a bit creepy.
It does. It's the walking between it's the noise, isn't it? I think it's a noise and then running between the different lampposts. It gets a bit kind of hairy at some point.
Yeah. Not a fan of the scary games. Thank you very much.
No, okay. I'm shocked.
Oh, I know. I can see it in your face. Okay.
I'm done. I'm just preparing for the next stage.
Okay. Before we get to the next stage, we got to advertise our podcast within our own podcast. So, guys, the way the podcast spreads is through your love and your efforts. not us. We don't do anything. We just sit here and talk nonsense to you. You, the listener / watcher, you're the one who has to go out and tell people about us and show people us and just yell at people and be like, listen to this podcast, it's amazing, and then throw your phone at them and run away. That's the best way you can get someone to listen to us.
Is it?
It's one of the best ways.
Okay, cool. It's a way.
It's definitely a way. So guys, if you really enjoy what we're saying, if you enjoy the podcast, if you found it funny, factual, or just had a good time hanging out with us, share it with someone who might also have some fun hanging out with us. Just tweet at it, tweet us out, put on Facebook, tell your granny about us. We don't really care. But it's up to you guys to share it wide, far and wide, because A, we don't have the advertising budget, and B, we're lazy.
Lazy? I think we do other things instead.
We are.
I feel
Okay.
like actually like a call to arms for the listeners,
yes.
you see.
There
Like,
we go. So
we
call to arms.
bring the content, and
You bring the listeners.
You bring the listeners, exactly. Yes.
That's a much better call to arms than we're lazy. No, we are busy during the week with other things, guys, and so working on the podcast does take a bit of time, as you can imagine. So if you want to support us, check us out on Patreon. If you want to just share us around, that's more than enough. If you want to rate us, that's how we climb the ratings and get more eyes on the podcast. So just flick us a 5-star rating. We are awesome. Leave us a little review. Thanks, Lee. Helps a lot. Thumbs up. That's all that we need to know. And then, yeah, podcast goes far and wide. And hey, you guys may become famous when we become famous.
That's right. We'll come with us on a journey.
Yeah, that's how it works, right? Ride our coattails to greatness. Okay, now it's off to Kago Kayla. Yeah, Carl's game of keeping Lee awake with the new games that are coming out this week.
I think it's catchy. I think it rolls off the tongue.
It does, doesn't it? My word. It's like, that's a call to arms. Kago Kayla. Kago Kayla. It's like,
Go, Kayla.
Okay, go, Kayla.
That's more like it. We haven't got new buttons, honest.
the new buttons are the best buttons. Right. So, kicking us off this week, these are the new games coming between May. I believe we're in May.
You've changed the layout of the stuffs.
Don't look at me. I don't do much.
I don't do much.
The layout of the stuff happens. I just happen to copy the layout.
Okay. So the layout has changed.
Yes, yes. So these are games coming between May 22nd
Oh.
and May 28th.
I already yawned at the beginning. This is not a good sign.
I know. Well, kicking us off, you've heard of a game called League of Legends?
Yes, I have. And the TV series.
Yes, the TV series is apparently amazing.
It's really
Still
good. I
some-
watched the first 2 episodes. I forgot about it. I keep remembering when we talk about games and going, I must watch that. And then I forget.
Oh,
But it is
apparently
really
it's
good.
amazing.
Yeah, no, it's really good.
So, there's a new game called Convergence, which is a League of Legends story coming out May 23rd. This is a story-driven single-player 2D action platformer featuring dynamic combat and unique exploration opportunities thanks to Echo's ability to travel through space and time.
Handy.
Rewind your actions to learn from your mistakes and outsmart each new enemy.
Or outsmart them.
Yeah,
That could work too. I like Spartan them.
outspartan them. This game looks very cool.
It
It's
does look. I like the graphics actually. They're kind of cool.
the graphics look amazing. Very Saturday morning cartoon, bright, colorful.
Yep.
That's the one thing the League of Legends guys know how to do is to make really cool looking games.
Yeah. Big time.
They really lean into their art style.
It does make
so-
good backgrounds actually on desktops. All these screenshots.
They would actually. They're very cool looking, very brightly colored. Did you ever play Braid? I think it's Braid.
No.
Okay.
You're
This
braiding
one's
Simone's hair.
no Braid. It's a little indie game that will make you cry. It'll make Lee almost like breathe in slightly.
Yeah, you go. Come on, that's quite a statement.
So Lee will go, yep, and then
Take
he'd
a
walk
sip of
away.
water or something. Yeah.
Yeah. It would make him actually pause and go, yep.
Okay.
So Braid sounds familiar, where you control time. You do things and then you rewind time to go back and have your little guy that did stuff go through so you can jump on his head in certain things. It sounds a bit like that. Where you're playing with time
Jump
to
on
get
his
through
head.
puzzles.
Okay.
Jump on his head. Which is your head, but in the past, so you can't feel it.
But you'll feel it in the past.
Maybe not. Next up is Kingdom Rush Origins.
Whoa. You're just dropping bombs, like, and then just moving on.
Yeah, well, this is what we do. This is the name of the podcast, is just drop bombs, move on. Take a trip back to the beginning before Vesnan.
Before graphics. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, before graphics. Exactly that. Before Vesnan ever thought to threaten the kingdom with the Gem of Power. Not the Gem of Power.
Gem of power.
Yes.
This is not going to get old.
Never going to get old. This is a tower defense game, very brightly
I'm
colored.
so confused. Actually, you need to look at the screen. I
Okay,
cannot
I'm
really
looking.
see the difference between these two screenshots. They're changing, but it's so little. I don't understand why they put them as screenshots.
Yes, it's very strange.
Sorry, that was just distracting me because I was looking at it going, why is it different? But it's not different. But it's different. The buttons are bigger or something. But
Yeah. Who knows? It's a
like
tower
they've
defense.
zoomed in on the icons.
They've just made the interface like 120%.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Tower defense game looks like it's perfect for mobile. It's Xbox Play Anywhere as well, so maybe you can play it on mobile.
You've done the same again.
Well,
They've done exactly the same again on the next screen. Oh my word, what are
let's
they
move on,
doing?
Mr. Lee. Otherwise, you're going to be here all night going, look at what they've done. Look at screenshots. Now, this is a game Lee was trying to play yesterday, but actually
Oh.
comes out today.
I was so sad. I was like, oh, I'll play this tomorrow. Oh, last night I was sat there, right, I'm going to have a quick game for a bit, just to
Yep.
last in for an hour or two. And then I couldn't,
This
so I
is-
played something else.
Oh, darn. Something else. What a pain. This is Planet of Lana.
Oh, we can play it now if you want. Play with Cloud Gaming. Just start it up.
Oh, look at that. Planet of Lana is coming to Xbox Game Pass for PC, Xbox Series, and Xbox One. Oh, it's exciting. And
It's
Xbox Play
exciting.
Anywhere. It's available day one on Game Pass. It's a cinematic puzzle adventure on a voyage of discovery that will take them across the strange and magical world they call home.
It looks cool. It does.
It
look
looks
really
very cool. Graphics
love
look amazing.
cool. Yeah, I love the graphics.
Very cool. Now, this is pretty exciting for you, Mr. Lee, since you're a I was going to call you a Starhead Trek, but no, you're a Trekkie, is what they're called.
I'm not a Starhead Trek. I think that's a whole different thing.
That is a whole different thing. That's Lee's After Dark podcast.
That's right.
This is Star Trek Resurgence, a narrative adventure game featuring dialogue choices, relationship building, and exploration.
This looks
Kind of
amazing.
like a-
So, is this the one I talked about like a couple weeks ago with Riker?
Maybe,
I don't see
maybe
him there.
not.
Oh, Spock's in it though.
Oh, good old Spock. It also looks like the Doctor's in it.
It's Doctor. Doctor
The
Spock.
Doctor.
Oh, the Doctor, as in Doctor Who.
Yes. So yeah, this looks like, it seems to be like a Telltale game set in the Star Trek universe. It looks very
amazing.
pretty though.
Looks amazing. I'm very excited.
There we go. Everyone can join Lee in being a Star Trek head. Starhead Trek?
Oh my god, yes.
Head Trek Star.
Yes, that's right. Starhead Trek Star.
Okay, next up is...
Wait. I'm just going to play it for a second, see if the music's Star Trekky.
Okay, is the music Star Trekky. Hold on to your butts, guys.
Captain's log, stardate 57931.4.
Ooh.
Oh,
Starfleet has tasked us with a mission of the highest priority. Two formerly peaceful neighbors are now on the brink of war.
that's boring me. It's annoying me actually because it doesn't. Freaking Microsoft and their stupid videos that don't work.
The sound was great though. The sound worked well.
Sounds
Audio
alright.
listeners, you're in for a treat. Okay, next up is Warhammer 40,000 Bolt Gun.
Oh yes, how about this?
This was on early access, wasn't it?
There was some noise about it. Yeah. It seems
So
that the
this
guys that
is-
made this game all got laid off though, or something like that. The team that made it also, or the
Yes.
developer.
And the graphics surely look like it.
Yeah, Focus Entertainment published it, developed by. Yeah, there was something. Yeah, there's got laid off or something.
Hmm.
The graphics are interesting.
So yeah, it's visuals of your favorite 90s retro shooters in this frenetic, I don't know why it's frenetic FPS
Because they
game.
keep chucking lots of baddies at you. That one is frenetic.
Oh, why can't they just say frantic?
Well, probably two different words.
No,
They might mean different things. That's why.
I don't agree with that.
Well, they mean different things.
Yes, I don't believe that there are two different words. I think someone is just illiterate.
Okay. Fast, energetic, in a rather wild and uncontrolled way.
Allegedly.
Well, no, that was the internet telling me, so it must be true.
Ah, yes. The internet will never lie.
Frantic is distraught with fear and anxiety or other emotions. So it's frantic way. Yeah, I think they're frenetic's the right way of putting it, not frantic.
Well, I still disagree with that.
Okay, cool. I'm not sure what to say to that.
So you play a battle-hardened space marine on a perilous mission across the galaxy as you battle against the Chaos Space Marines and Daemons of Chaos in glorious boomer shooter style.
Demons.
If they wanted me to say demons, they would have spelt it demons. This is daemons like the daemons that run on Linux because Linux doesn't have services. And you see, you're laughing because you're like, what a nerd. But there's people out there that are going to play Warhammer, play this game, and love it. And I would argue that they'll be bigger nerds than me.
Ooh, I don't know.
Do you know how much you have to know in order to keep up with the Warhammer lore?
Oh, yeah, true. It's a reasonable size little story book, isn't it?
Yes, reasonable size of just 400 years.
40,000.
40,000 years and 400 tombs.
Yes.
Okay, let's move on to Wobble Dogs.
Oh my god.
Wobble Dogs is a 3D pet simulation where you raise your own personal hive of rapidly mutating dogs.
No.
They're physically simulated all the way down to their guts, Lee.
Oh, the page doesn't load. What a shame.
What a shame.
Oh no, it does. But yeah.
Wobble Dogs. It's like people discovered the physics of Goat Simulator and the...
No, it's worse than that. It's that stupid that game that everyone loves. That you play more, and you keep saying, "Oops, you never come first. You always last." And because you come last, we always lose the game.
Fall Guys.
Fall Guys.
It looks worse than Fall Guys.
Oh
It's
yeah,
gonna
no,
take better.
it's like a poor man's Fall Guys.
Yes. Wobble Dogs. It looks quite bad. But yeah, 3D simulation all the way down to the physically simulated guts.
I think we should move on.
They say that this is a stress-free environment, Lee.
I'm stressed talking about it.
Maybe you should write to them about it. Okay, next up we have Bat Boy.
Hey, wait a minute. Batman's a man though.
Yes, Batman is a man, but this is Bat Boy.
Okay.
He is the hero against the former allies of his sports team, with heroes such as Racket Girl.
Oh, bat as in bat, not as in bat.
Yes, bat as in bat, not as in bat.
Is that a podcast title or what?
Oh my word. Yes, no, bat as in a thing that you hit balls with, not bat
Yes.
as in the animal that hangs upside down.
Yes, and can see in the dark. Yeah.
It's a
Bat as in bat, not as in bat.
yes, exactly. This game is like from the 90s.
Yeah, it is very 90s. Yeah.
Platformer with about
Well-
4 pixels between itself.
It's funny though because it is better than normal. It's not 8-bit, is it? It's that's like step up. It is definitely. It's not like early 90s. It's more late 90s, like in its graphics or something.
Yeah, it's yeah, it's
It has a
the
few more
sprites have
pixels.
shading.
Yes. But don't get me wrong. There's no round circles.
No, round circles does not exist in this game. No. So then let's move on to danger gazers. Do you gaze at danger, Lee?
I gaze into the heart of danger and ignore it.
So gazer dangers.
Gazer, yeah.
Danger gazers. What a weird name. Is a post-apocalyptic roguelite top-down shooter where you pave your own path.
Apocalyptic.
Oh my word. These words, some of these people, I think, just make them up as they go along.
They are making them up, yeah. They actually wrote them in different languages and then translate them 4 times and then come up with a paragraph.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Started in Japanese, then Chinese, then French, then German, then English. So it kind of gets...
Yep. And then English to English, and then English to English again, just to make
English
sure
US,
I
English
really
Australian,
gets it.
English New Zealand, each time they change it.
Yes. So Danger Gazers is top down. The graphics are like nothing to write home about, really. What would you call these graphics?
I have nothing. I don't know. They're really weird looking, actually.
Yeah, they're a bit strange. I'm trying to think. It's almost like Stardew Valley, but not.
No, it's not. No.
It's not quite
It's
unlike
got a weird
Stardew Valley.
angle on it as well. If you look at the boxes, it's like it's a really straight on angle.
It's a very weird angle, yeah. Okay, let's move on anyway to Dark Quest 3. Oh, did you ever play the Dark Quest 1 and 2?
Oh, yeah, for sure. They're really good.
This is a roguelite tabletop that mixes card-based exploration with turn-based combat. You create your party, draw adventure cards, roll dice, and fight monsters to defeat the sorcerer and his magic.
I like the graphics, actually. They're almost like a drawn graphics.
Yeah, like hand-drawn art style graphics. Looks like an interesting tactics game.
Yeah, I fall apart when it says tactics, but yeah, I like the graphics aren't too bad. But tactics isn't for me.
It looks like it would be pretty cool. If you like your strategy turn-based combat, looks like it's a nice little chill game.
Very D&D.
Very D&D, yes.
Because with the characters there, they got like the dwarf guy with his hammer and the archer, elf archer, wizard, and a guy with a stick. I guess he's like a fighter dude.
With a sword.
Sword, yeah. It's a stick.
With a
It's just
stick.
made of metal.
Oh, yeah. His metal stick.
His metal
also known
stick.
as a sword. Okay, next up is Evil Wizard.
Ooh.
A humor-filled action RPG featuring Metroidvania elements and carefully crafted pixel art environments.
Yep.
Pixel art environments.
Oh, it looks like the cartoon of Bugs Bunny, the one when he goes to space, and there's that cartoon guy who's the spaceman.
Space Jam.
No, there's a cartoon with Bugs Bunny and this guy who's in space who wears like a red outfit and has white boots. And he has no face, he's just like wearing a red hood. Like
Marvin the Martian.
Yes, probably is Marvin the Martian, actually. Is that his name? Someone just told you that.
No, Marvin the Martian. I'm pretty sure that's his name. His thing is there's supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
What?
That's his catchphrase. It's like how Elmer Fudd is hunting wabbits.
Very, very quiet.
Yeah. Marvin the Martian is there's supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
He's on screen now. Looking
Look at him
amazing.
go.
With his little mop top hat.
Yes.
Yes.
See, there we go. I know things about stuff.
No, it's good. I'm impressed. He doesn't look like him now. I mean, I'm sad he doesn't actually look like him, but...
No, it doesn't look like him in the slightest.
No.
So.
Well, he's got eyes that are blackface, so, and some feet.
Yes. Okay. Let's move on to Lost Artifacts 5, Frozen Queen.
Lust, did you say then?
Lost as in I cannot find it.
Oh no, where is it?
Yep. Where did I put my glasses?
Where is
oh no,
my
I can't
artifacts?
see.
I've lost my artifacts.
I've lost all these artifacts. They've just disappeared. They've fallen away.
They've gone.
So I'm trying to figure out what type of game this is.
I don't know. It looks like Settlers 2.
Yes, it does. It's,
It's not Settlers 2. I think it's like a mobile game, where each page has little things you have to do, like puzzles to do.
Yeah, it does look very mobile game-ish. Like, especially the fact that you're earning currency continuously
Yeah.
and getting stars for that.
So the first one here is there's logs in the way. Send the traveler to clear them. So I guess you just tap on the logs and they'll go away.
Yep.
Build a bridge, restore farm, stock up on food. Okay, cool.
Yeah. All the fun things that you normally do on a Saturday afternoon.
Well, especially when I've lost my artifacts.
Oh, amazing. So next up is something super exciting.
Yes.
Railway Empire 2
Yes.
coming to Game Pass.
Ah, because it says install too. Exciting.
Available day one on Game Pass.
Oh, this is exciting.
How cool is this? Railway Empire 2.
Railway Empire 2.
Railway Empire Woo. You
Railway Empire 2.
There we go. Trains. I like trains.
I like trains.
So yeah, grow your company into the largest railway company on the continent and outsmart your competitors as you connect cities, companies with ever-expanding network of rail lines, bridges, and tunnels.
You're getting
looks
your
very
R's today, aren't you?
It looks very cool. I do like the graphics.
Yeah, no, it's fun.
Man.
I don't see the management side of it though. All I see is pictures of trains. I'd like to
Yes,
see
I
the
wonder.
management side.
Yes, I would like to see the gaming interface to see what it's like, but alas, we don't see much of
Last
gameplay
one
here,
does
do we?
not show us.
No,
It's a good or a bad thing.
who knows?
Ah, Cooper likes turtles.
Ah, yes. Right. So after that, we are now on to Toronto. Toronto? Let's say Toronto. That works.
I was trying to find a video, but there's not much going there.
No,
Toronto, yeah, Toronto.
Toronto. It's a run and gun with a medieval twist. Blades take the place of bullets.
Ah, it's not
So,
a running
yeah.
gun then, it's a running blade.
Ah, yeah. Run and blade.
Stab. Run and stab.
Run and stab. It looks exactly how you imagine an old 90s arcade run and gun to be.
Wow.
Yep.
It's got that guy again with the single eyes, black head thing going on. Like
Maybe
the
that's-
shadow face and eyes.
It's the theme of the week.
Seems to be. Marvin's invading.
Right. Next up is Cassette Beasts. We've spoken about this before.
So people are excited.
Yes.
This is the Pokemon of cassettes.
Yes. Cassette Pokemon.
Cassette Pokemon, yes.
Looking at the actual graphics and gameplay, there's not much to write home about, to be honest.
No.
It looks like Pokemon on the Nintendo Switch, the latest one. Not much.
But
graphics.
strangely, if you go into the talking bit, she's actually got graphics, like drawing.
Ah, she's got graphics.
I
Yeah.
do wonder how the whole cassette tape monster transforming thing works. So do I, Kaylee.
Oh, we all wonder how the cassette tape monster transforming thing works.
It's got a really, really interesting look to it because it's like 3D with like the blurry effect in the background is actually quite cool.
Yeah, it's like what 2.5D or something.
2.5, yeah, it's got a weird look to it.
Yeah.
They have tried playing with this. It's not just a straight.
Yep.
Lots of pixels.
Yeah. This next game, Lee, is going to really, really excite you.
It's just going to blow me away. It's better than Star Trek. I'm currently on Star Trek, and that's all I want to play now.
This game is going to be your game of the week, without a doubt. This game is called Home Sheep Home Farmageddon Party Edition.
I love the graphics. It's got a cartoon graphics to it.
It's so
The
good.
graphics look amazing, actually.
So you join Sean the Sheep and his friends Timmy and Shirley on this epic adventure journeying through underground caverns.
It's couch co-op.
Ooh, that's cool. And you got Sean the Sheep.
And Shaun the Sheep, so what's not to love?
Exactly.
I love the graphics. It's so cool.
Ah, so funny.
A 4-player local co-op. It's
Nice.
a party game, isn't it? It's a party game.
It is. It's a party game. And that's why it's called the Farmageddon Party Edition.
Ah, look at them doing their words.
Yeah. Currently, it's on special for $8.
$8, I know, I saw.
Man, Why not get it? Looks amazing. Now, this next game has been one that's been hyped up pretty much and then has just disappeared until now.
Did you see that YouTube? Some YouTuber released the whole game walkthrough already.
Oh, no, I
Yeah.
did not.
It's been pulled, but it was up there for a bit there, so
Oh, wow.
it was an opportunity to watch the whole game.
Oh, interesting. So we're talking about Lord of the Rings Gollum. Taking place in parallel to the events described in The Fellowship of the Rings, The Lord of the Rings Gollum is an action-adventure game and an epic interactive experience. You play as the enigmatic Gollum on his perilous journey and find out how he outwitted the most powerful characters in Middle-earth. Would be interesting if this was canon, but it's not.
What do you like? He's such a hater.
Oh, my word. The graphics are not
The graphics
what
are
I expect
really
from Gollum.
average, aren't they?
They're so bad. They're so just like Unreal Engine-y graphics, you know?
Yeah, it's terrible. Like,
Like
nothing
even the
looks
Nazgul look terrible.
Yeah. Very disappointing.
Very disappointing indeed.
I'm looking at the character animations of animations because he's not moving, but picture of Gollum, and they look rubbish.
Yeah, they do look rubbish. They're so bad. Oh, what a pity. You know?
Yeah, I know. I was really looking forward to this.
We could have a really good Lord of the Rings game, but people are, snatching defeat out of the jaws of success constantly.
Gaming development does not represent final quality. So then why is it on your page where you can buy the game from, you fools?
Yeah, I know. Stupid. Oh, well.
Can't they just, like, sort out the internet so it works?
Well, I think you just answered your own question.
How hard is it to get a game to do video? I want to see this because I'm kind of curious how bad this game looks. There must be some sort of release videos out for it now.
I'm sure there must be.
One
Okay,
month
let's move
ago.
on.
No, there's not. There's nothing new. It's all old stuff. It's like 3 months old.
Yeah, it looks really bad.
10th for the 3rd, 7th for the 7th, 21. Wow, that's like 2 years ago it came as a release. There's no new videos of it. 5 days ago, column trailer.
Yeah, the trailer though would be
That's-
polished as anything.
It actually is gameplay trailer though, but that's from 2022. It's ages ago. No,
Yeah.
there's obviously no videos of it for a reason.
Yep, for a reason.
Who makes it? Oh, Nikon. Nikon.
Who makes it?
Nacon.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was an Amazon thing though. Didn't Amazon buy all the?
Who knows?
Oh, Daedalic. Disappointing. Continue on.
Yep. Lee's quite disappointed, and we all are disappointed. Could be a good game, but it's not.
Should have been a good game, yeah.
This game will certainly liven you up. Lee.
Oh, wow.
Miracle Snack Shop.
Ahem, then, Ice Sculptor. Prepare the shaved ice that was promised.
A frozen treat of a story that will make your heart pound.
Says no one ever.
After facing some big upsets in life, I don't know how you pronounce her name, ends up owning a small snack shop. There's just one problem. Business is dead. But he doesn't have time to sing the blues because a magical portal has just appeared in his attic and a queen from another world has appeared demanding fresh shaved ice. What are you waiting for, Ice Sculptor?
It's just so wrong, this game. Kitty cat, shaved ice required. Got any desserts for the Grim Reaper? What's going on? I learned how to make mango shaved ice.
Nice. Mango shaved ice is quite nice.
Tony will be interested in this because she says there's a shaved ice place in Hastings somewhere that was really good.
Yes.
But then we can never find it, so we think it closed down. So I don't think it was that good. But she assures me it's good.
Or it's just Hastings. Maybe it just got stolen.
Maybe it did.
Picked up the whole shop. It's a visual novel. I mean, there's not much else to say.
Terrible. Looks so
Yeah.
bad.
You think we've hit rock bottom? Not yet. Next up is Pirates Pinball. If you've been following along, you know about the pinball series that have been coming out once every
Sorry,
week.
Just to interrupt 1 second. Skull and Bones
Yes.
has disappeared. Like, I don't think it's going to come out. You know, the game came out and they got into the beta and all that. There was a whole bunch of talk
Yep.
about it this week, saying they've literally killed it. Like they've sacked everyone who was on it. All the people around working on Mirage now. So it's never
That's
going to come
amazing.
out. It is amazing, yeah. Because that game was, I think it was close to coming out, wasn't it? I thought.
Oh no, I think it was still far to go.
No, I thought they thought it was close to come out. They did some beta testing and then decided actually no, it's rubbish. And I
Yeah,
think
it's
they've killed it.
pretty
I think
bad.
they've put everyone off.
Amazing.
Yeah, no, it is. Sorry, I just remember because I read about it today and they said everyone is in Mirage. Now there's like 220 people working on the Mirage project.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, save that story for next week's new news.
Oh yeah, oh, no, that was a sneaky. See if you stick around until the game, you might get news dropped into the what's it called? Kgo, Kgo. What do we call this section again? Forgotten
Not
now.
even Lee can pronounce it.
Kgo Kayla. There you go.
There we go.
All right, continue on. Sorry, I apologise for interrupting
Okay.
you with this amazing pinball
No.
game.
Pirates Pinball, it looks exactly like all the other pinball games we've been covering every week. There's literally nothing new here. It's the most boring pinball table you've ever seen, but pirate themed.
What they should be doing is filling up the room with all the pinball games, so they all just you can jump to a next on them.
Yep, they should. I mean, they're $3 each. It's a kind of a rub, in my opinion.
It's just so bad. Continue.
Yep.
They're still not very good, but now
Yep.
you can play with pirates.
Yeah, you can be disappointed with pirates.
Pirate.
Next up is Chronicles of Two Heroes, Amateurasu's Wrath. It's an intense 16-bit action platformer featuring Metroidvania elements, Japanese mythos, and gorgeous pixel art.
Oh
Nope.
no, I'm yawning. What have you done?
Gorgeous pixel art. No. It's, puzzle platformer. You know what you're getting into. Nothing exciting there. So we're just going to move straight on to DAS Legacy Definitive Edition. It's a DAS-based survival city builder.
So many words there that make no sense.
DAS-based city survival builder? Survival city builder? Yeah. Don't understand half of what you're doing, but okay. You roll and use your dice to gather resources, construct buildings, expand your settlement, and face the menacing threats of a mysterious ring world. Huh.
I like the graphics, strangely. The graphics are quite cool,
Yeah, it looks interesting.
but I'm really confused.
Well, isn't that your normal state of being? I don't understand how this works. It looks kind of mobile games in terms of some of the interfaces.
Yeah, but the graphics are kind of interesting, though.
Yeah, the graphics do look a bit cool, but who knows?
There's
My
a lot
word,
going
there's
on
a lot
on
that
this
screen.
Okay, there's like an echo then. I said exactly the same thing as you. There's a lot going on that screen.
There's a lot going on that screen. My word.
Wow, there's so much happening.
Yes. That's why I said it's like a mobile game. You're meant to tap, tap, tap.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
To keep the amazing games going, we have
Oh,
Drill Deal Oil Tycoon.
You are killing me.
I wish I was doing this on purpose.
Is this
You
like
embark on
Crossy Roads Drill Tycoon or something?
Yes, it is. It's entirely Crossy Roads drill version, Oil Tycoon version. So you embark on this fun adventure and build your own oil rig.
Someone's put a no sign up as the squid's attacking them, or whatever it's supposed to be. Octopus. No. No.
No attacking
Please,
here,
no,
please.
Please, this is not a place for you to attack.
Yes, everything is very square and pixely. And you build an oil platform and you make it efficient to increase cash flow and keep your employees happy and safe. Yeah, I don't even know what's going on.
I
It's
don't
kind
know.
of like a weird
I think we
city
should.
builder.
I think we should move on. It's an oil rig
Right.
builder.
Yeah, an oil rig builder that's kind of like a city. Very strange.
I just.
Last on our list, the
Oh,
last
thank
game
God
for
for
this
that.
week.
Are you going to put it
Is-
back because you've killed us? No,
Well,
you're not going to.
No promises. This is Replicator. And with it, it's with a K, not
K.
a C. So you have to say Replicator. You probably play as Kate.
Replicator. Replicator. Replicator.
No, you got to be a robot.
Replicator. Replicator.
You're very silly.
It's a top-down shooter with roguelite elements and it's set in an abandoned space science complex. You fight against hordes of crazed robots and ectoplasmic monsters. It's like a bullet hell game, essentially.
Yeah, the graphics aren't too bad, actually.
They're not too bad. In one of the scenes, it looks like you're playing as Rocket from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, yeah, it does. Nice.
Yeah. Cool. Good old Rocket and Replicator.
It's a Ratalaka game. Sorry.
What's that, sorry?
It's a Ratalaka game.
Yeah,
So
so
it'd be
quick,
like
easy completion.
Yeah, easy to complete.
Okay.
Is that it?
That's it. We are out of games
Are we
for
done?
this. My word, are we done?
I thought that idea Xbox thing finished.
Oh, my word. If this isn't finished, when it starts up again next year, my word, we're going to be here for 6 days.
I feel like we need to make a decision on this segment of the podcast at some point.
What, split it out into its own podcast?
Pretty much. And not publish it. Just stop recording at some point.
Just ignore it.
Yeah.
Nothing. It doesn't happen.
No,
Yeah.
that's me, and I can't take your part of the podcast off you.
Feel free to take my part of the podcast.
Please.
I really don't mind.
Oh, these voice buttons are too good.
Yes.
And on that note, we
I'm
should
so
get out of here
glad
because
I showed you.
I know we've been here for now
Oh,
almost
my word.
almost 2.5 hours, Lee. This is nonsense.
Oh, 2 hours, 11 minutes.
Well, in front of people.
Oh, true. We did Saturday at 8 o'clock. 5
Yes,
past 8.
we sat
Yeah,
down
that's
and
true.
played with buttons for the first 45 minutes of our podcast before we decided to actually record anything. It was lots of fun. So
Let's
I think that's us for this week. Let's go and eat banana bread.
Yes.
Yes.
Sign up for the newsletter. Do it.
Sign up for the newsletter on the website. Follow the podcast wherever you can. Remember, please rate the show. Please share the show. Please tell your friends. Please follow us on Kick because we do live stream. And please follow us on YouTube because that's where our videos live. Thank you guys for listening. We have been the Xbox Cast. And I'm sure you know where to find Lee by now. So we're not going to do the
Still there.
socials.
Nope.
Also, if you're looking for the socials, actually, while we're here quickly, if you go onto the website, we have an about page that actually tells you about the podcast. You can click links there to take you to our socials.
That's amazing.
I know. It's like we thought about this, guys. I'm quite impressed with ourselves.
That's so clever. You're so cool, Carl.
On that piece of sarcasm, let's get out of here, Mr. Lee. So thank you guys for listening. We've been the Xbox Cast, and we'll see you all on Xbox Live.
Goodbye and good night.
I don't hear any music.
No, it was because I didn't update it. Actually play it.
Oh, so they can hear me.
I'll fix it. Yes. And they can hear it. Very
Oh,
well. Yeah, a little bit.
are you guys going to come back tomorrow night for Game Face?
I'm not. Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah.
Please, like, I'm not. Okay. Are you busy tomorrow night, Lee?
I like turtles.
I don't know. Cooper's a bit weird. Am I busy tonight? I'm doing a podcast tomorrow night.
What podcast are you doing?
I have no idea. I got invited to the podcast, a bunch of weirdos, so I decided to come along.
Yeah, it's a bit strange. Oh, those weirdos. Right, yeah, Cooper's here because of Simone.
So am I.
Oh, that's good to know. Oh, brilliant.
I
Right.
am as well. It's very, very cool.
Can't share anything that you're saying.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
Hello.
Why not?
Don't robot.
Remember to subscribe to the podcast, guys.
Why are you yelling?
Because I can.
Okay, I'm going now because it's now 10 to 11.
Yes, no, I agree. Thanks, guys, for hanging out.
Yeah, actually, will we be allowed to do this tomorrow?
Oh, yes, we will. I'm going to show her where the
All right.
buttons are, and then we can all.
All talk like this.
It's really exciting. I'm so excited tomorrow.
I'm glad you are. Gonna bring some cake.
Cake? I like cake.
Oh, I like cake.
Kyle, I'm going now.
Okay, right. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, it's been a long week.
It's been a long week and it's only Wednesday. Tuesday. Is it Wednesday or Tuesday? It's Tuesday,
It's Wednesday.
Isn't it?
Oh, who knows what day it is now? I don't even know.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.